before we even start the show, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get me fucking body paint on. Tubby, I want you to get your ass over here and help me get this shit on.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
Get your fucking ass over here!
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
you gotta help me rub it on my back.
Yes,
You
yes.
gotta rub it on the back of my legs. You gotta rub it on my ass. Rub it on my ass. Not in my ass, you fucking homo!
Okay,
You gotta
sorry,
go
sorry.
quickly. Move quickly. You gotta go quicker. 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 Back off. Sit down in the corner, you cunt. Oh.
In case you don't know, that's from, dude. It is the
Bronson.
only Wending film that you have to see because Tom Hardy is brilliant. It's called Bronson.
Oh my god! I saw the film the other night.
It's based on Charles, not the actor, but based on Charles Bronson, one of the most notorious and dangerous inmates in Europe.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that movie. Okay, objective wise, it's okay, 3 out of 5 material. But from a fan point perspective, the film is fucking brilliant. From a fan point perspective, it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh my god, it's like with There Will Be Blood, with Daniel Day-Lewis. You need to see this movie because of how good Tom Hardy's in it.
He was absolutely amazing and wonderful in this movie. He was fucking great in this film. I loved his performance.
Shut your fucking mouth! Oh, the best when he's looking at the watch and he's like, "Oh, all right, yeah." And he just grabs the guy's head and just smashes it in the fucking glass. And then he's gonna steal the watch, and the woman's like, say something. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I was like, she's like,
and after he's just telling
him, "Please, in 10 minutes, all right, all right." And he just walks away casually. I'm like, "Oh my god."
I love it, man. That is absolutely great.
Oh yeah. And speaking of Brett.
Keep
okay.
talking, I'll get to my turn later.
Oh, okay. You look like you're trying to shit out a fucking locomotive.
I'm gonna shit on you in a minute.
Crossing every ocean for the sake of locomotion. Crossing every ocean for the sake of locomotion.
No more sing it!
Hey, OMD, man, locomotion. That song's. You want to know what the song's about? It's about trains. Literally, the song's literally written about a train.
Fred Milkshake Flintstone.
Fred Milkshake Flintstone.
FMF. FMF.
FMF. Fuck my.
No, for you, Gary, fat motherfucker. Or that would be my name, wouldn't it?
It's fat Asian fucker. There you go. Get it. Gots to get it right. But anyways. Yeah, I'm admitting I got a stomach on me. I got a sweet tooth. Dude, I had to fucking gain weight.
No, you did, man. You were looking like
I had a gain
Christian
weight.
Bale machinist, man.
Folks, I'm gonna tell you now. If you want to see what I looked like from late 2014, watch some of Alex's earlier videos, some of the wrestling stuff, and I was fucking thin. You folks will see.
You're making Luke Nukem look like obese.
Oh Jesus Christmas! All right, but anyways,
I've gained muscle. So
well, motherfucking Luke is like 8 feet tall and like, God damn you, motherfucker! Okay, no bullshit.
But anyways, as always. Grease 101, welcome back to Network exclusively here on the Film Reviews channel. And as always, we welcome you back to your Sunday weekly programming. Well, after a whole week's worth of work, school, college, high school, blah, 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 and all that shit. Well, it is now time for us to do that show. Just the show where we discuss nothing but movies. That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome to today's Sunday service.
Yes, today's Sunday service. So before we even get started with our Sunday, Sunday episode,
play, bread and wine, pass the chalice.
Yeah, so folks, get your Holy Bible out because if you're not religious, then don't fucking watch this. So,
Carrie.
So, anyways,
you know what I did today? Let's just say I read Ezekiel 25:17.
So anyways, folks, let's all bow our heads down and pray for a moment for our Sunday. Okay. Holy beloved Father up in heaven, bless us, O Lord, for everybody on everyone in the stream. Please give me an Asian chick to date. Amen.
I'm just gonna pray to the Almighty God that is Caesar.
Oh, I thought you want to know who my Almighty God is? My Almighty God is Andy McCluskey. There you go, and Paul Humphreys.
Well, mine is Nolan. Okay, you know what? Jake says something that's pretty funny. Jake goes, "Well, I'm Jewish."
Oh, Jewish. Oh, we got some Jewish people in the network, which is really
Yeah,
good.
actually, we do.
Mazel tov.
Hey, man! Let me tell you something about Jewish people. They're good people. Why?
They are good
Because
people.
circumcision is good. If you've seen uncircumcised, it looks fucking nasty, like that giant worm from Empire Strikes Back. And number two, the Israel Commando, some of the baddest motherfuckers who ever walked the earth. You don't believe me? They helped establish and they trained
And we're
with the
their
Navy.
allies.
You
with
want
the Navy SEAL.
to know what the sad part is? Some people thought I was Jewish. Why? Because they thought my bald spot was a yarmulke.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh,
No
you know who else
joke.
you know who else is Jewish? Oh, well, I don't know if she's Jewish. She's from Israel. Gal Gadot.
You know who else is Jewish? Adam Sandler.
No,
Yeah.
but nobody cares about him anymore these days.
Anymore.
I know. I just wanted to push. the button.
Yeah. Goddamn butthole.
Anyone remember that?
I know. I know. Pepsi Man's Jewish too.
Anyone
Yeah,
All
remember
right, but
that-
anyways,
anyone remember
anyways,
that-
folks.
Everyone remember what? Brett?
Anyone remember that one song that Adam Sandler sang about Jewish?
No! We're not talking about him singing! Oh my god! And I thought your singing was bad.
All right, but anyways, as always, folks, welcome to Flicks with the Dicks. This is episode number 21. After that whole shindig, with the Filmtastic 4 reunion, blah blahs, and all that stuff. But anyways, we decided to have Luke Nukem back again as our guest. Why? Because the poor lad didn't get enough screen time because he was too busy jerking the gherkin. So, and I can totally understand that. Yes,
He had about as much screen time as, let's just say Mark Ruffalo in the Avengers.
yeah, something like that. It was okay.
I had-
He actually had more.
Dude, I had less screen time than
Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs.
Well, look at this way, Luke. At least you get more screen time when you're transitioning into your alternative persona.
I'm so sorry, Luke.
what is that supposed to mean?
Well, hey, I mean, look at this way. You're getting more pushing for the cushion than I am, so that's a good thing.
Let's just say her initials are BJ.
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean blowjob.
I'm not dating in college. So.
Bailey J.
Hey, dude, I'm going to say this right now. She looks better than most women, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, so does that one chick who just had her birthday. Whatever her name. What was her name?
I don't know. You tell me.
Selma Hayek. That's her.
No, she's the hot. Okay, no, she's the hottest 50-year-old on the face of the fucking planet. The only
But yeah,
person that can compete with her is Jennifer Lopez. That's it.
You know who I-
less screen time than William Hurt in the history of violence. Thank you.
Personally, as what's her name? Oh, wait, she's not in her 50s. Lucy Liu. She's the hottest MILF to me in modern times.
Oh, Monica Bellucci. There we
Monica
go.
Bellucci.
Yeah, Bellucci, Gary, you asshole.
You know who else is in her 50s but still looks fine? Courtney Cox.
Oh yeah. God damn it! Yes.
You want?
Yeah. I mean, David Arquette.
You want to
wait, Halle Berry? Well, I think Selma Hayek's hotter.
Freaking Dewey.
You know who I think's the hottest MILF I've seen? Jackson, I'm talking to you, boy.
Oh, you motherfucker, Gary.
Literally.
No wonder he's always calling you Poppy.
Yeah, no, Austin likes being called Poppy. He calls me
No,
Dad.
he likes being called Pookie.
Pookie, and he likes being called Poppy and Daddy, too.
Yeah, you know what you like about MILFs? You like playing bongos on them big bosoms.
Well, with the Asians, yeah, but here's the thing, though, with MILFs. They're much more experienced.
Mm.
Uh-huh, and another thing is that
I should know. I'm with one.
I did a MILF once.
Jodie Foster. Sorry, I don't find her that attractive.
I did a MILF once, and it almost ruined my life.
Yeah, and who saved you?
Yeah, it was Shano.
I knew you're gonna fucking say that, you son of a bitch.
And ever since then, he became the love of my life. Not really. Well, actually, yes. I'm kidding.
In a straight way.
I am
In a
straight
straight
as an
way.
arrow. But anyways, folks.
Well, how was that joke go? Everyone's straight. He's like, yeah, so is spaghetti until it gets wet.
Yeah, so I remember that joke. But as always, folks, yes, this is Flicks with the Dicks, episode number 21, and I forgot to do a few things which I will currently work on. I forgot to do tags, and put a little description in the description box. Why?
Also-
Because I was too busy, finding some more shit to add to my list. So I will take care of that.
If this gets to how many likes, now what are the likes for this particular?
Now, as for this, even though I made a promise that I would announce it in this episode, but I want this, to gain more. I want this particular episode to hopefully get up to, let's go up to 2 more likes than last time. Let's get up to 15 likes, and I will announce a brand new thing that'll be coming to Flicks with the Dicks next week episode in 22.
And what if it gets to 30?
And if it gets to 30 likes, then you know what? I'll get back to you on that because I usually think of plenty of
I know. I thought you did think of something. So,
Nope.
Mr. Brett Greer or Mr. Luke Newcomb.
I was gonna say, gentlemen, go ahead and do your part while I do some final touches for the stream.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Brett. I'm guessing background. Okay, now you look like you're trying to shit out a fucking Tonka truck.
Do you see these right here? What?
Yeah, but
What
here's
they
the
all have
problem.
in common? What do they all have in common? No. What genre do all these movies have in common?
They have nothing to
let
do
me
with the
take a
MCU.
No. Just name the fucking genre. What are they?
Okay, we got Logan, we got the Dark Knight trilogy, we got Tim Burton's Shitman movies, and the far left, I don't know what that is.
Age of Ultron. No. Just tell me, what genre is this? Just tell me straight up, what genre is this?
Your ass.
Except when you did your most overrated, many of them were superhero films that are great.
No. Come on, what genre?
Whoa, shit.
Are superhero movies.
Hey, Brett, why is your hair all...
Just responding to what you said on Gary's most and least anticipated the fall video, saying what was that, Mr. I don't like superhero movies.
The
Ant-Man, Amazing
between
Spider...
superhero movies that don't have Spider-Man.
And I think they're great. And also, last year, 3 of my favorite movies are
Spider-Dick,
Civil War,
Spider-Dick.
and Dead Fucking
Super
Ball.
Mario fan is a massive
As
prick.
well as also, you want something? You want to know what 2 of my favorite movies of 2014 are? Days of Future Past and Guardians of the Goddamn Galaxy. Oh no, that's not all there is, because there are some other superhero movies I love, and I'll give you a hint. Both of these movies came out in the year 2000.
First Avengers.
2004. One is from Pixar, and the other is from Guillermo del Toro.
Brett, why are you freaking out like that? We're all trying to stay cool, calm, and collected here.
Speaking of Guillermo del Toro, you look
Thinking I don't like superhero movies, huh?
you don't like Winter Soldier.
Well, you don't like superhero movies that involve Spider-Man.
I love Wonder Woman, and that's not all.
He doesn't like anything that involves shooting
There's a
icky
couple of other
stuff.
superhero movies I love.
Yeah, that's
And they're
the
both
icky
from
stuff.
Richard Donner. They're both from Richard Donner.
Speaking of Guillermo del Toro, you look like a retarded Hellboy.
You want to know what I just realized?
And
You know what I just
also,
realized?
no, that's not all. Guess what? 4 of my most anticipated movies of next year are superhero movies, and they are Incredibles 2, Infinity War, the animated Spider-Man movie.
Hold the motherfucking phone here. Say your number 3 again.
The new Mutants movie. I'm looking forward to the new Mutants movie as well. The only reason
Because you
why
look like a
I'm
fucking
not, the only
mutant.
reason why I'm not putting the Dark Phoenix movie in my
Jesus
most
Christ, has this kid
anticipated-
taken his pills yet?
You're
The only
acting
reason
like
why
if there a bomb is in your heart and if it goes below 50 beats per second or whatever, it's gonna explode. Or that, or you have a lighted flare up your butt.
I personally think Brett's on
And the
meds
only
right
reason-
now.
And
I
the only
feel like
reason
he's
why.
trying to do his best
The
Oxener impersonation.
The only reason why I'm not putting the Dark Phoenix movie in my most anticipated like everyone else is doing is because Simon Kinberg's directing actually stands.
You know what? You got enough energy to where you should be doing OxyClean commercials.
But wait, there's more!
Call now and you get kaboom.
My fucking point being is I do like superheroes. It's a genre that I don't consider to be one of my favorites. I'm just not a big part of the superhero trend. Superhero movies, I'm just not part of the goddamn.
Why are you all wet and sweaty? You look like you just got done doing a bukkake video.
Now, I got back from walking all the way to the gas station for 30 minutes and 30 minutes back.
Well, there you go. You're getting a good exercise for once.
I've always been getting a good exercise, and I appreciate the compliment, Aaliyah. Yes, I did get a good workout.
Yeah.
I love how she calls you Chris Redfield, yet here I am.
By the way, guess what? I shaved, so
Yeah,
I don't
so
look-
did I. I needed to as well.
So did I.
Oh my
Ugh.
god, I was looking like a hairy testicle.
Well, Deadpool 2 might be in my top 10 Cougar. Oh, Deadpool 2, another movie in my most anticipated.
Who you mentioned?
Superhero
Who
movie.
you mentioned is annoying smartass like Spider-Man, but you love him.
Okay, here's the thing. Deadpool was made as an all-out comedy, while Spider-Man was
Spider-Man's
made as
also
like a
part
superhero
comedy.
movie,
That's part of his
a superhero
nature.
Movie with one-liners. That's not really comedy. It's
Ugh.
It's just being Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's
exactly.
he's being like a very good, one-liner, and that's not the only thing about Peter Parker that's so great about him. It's not the fact that he throws out great one-liners. It's because he's just a relatable kid.
He's a relatable, boy next door. That
Toby,
tries to do the right thing. Speaking of boy next
Toby,
door.
Toby, check your Facebook.
All right, let me see here. All right.
That's
Motherfucker.
Cougar. And Cougar, that last part you mentioned, that's why I'm looking forward to New Mutants, because it's going to be a horror film.
Oh my God, Adam! I just got the same.
Oh my god.
Adam, I got the exact same thing.
My god, he looks like a fucking angry beaver.
He looks like
no! Did you post another picture of me on Facebook?
Yes,
no, I didn't.
Hey, Brett.
Hold on,
Oh, I'm taking a picture of that too. Hey, Brett, may I recommend a bigger size underwear? Because it sounds like they're too tight. I mean, after all, you are Captain Underpants.
It makes sense to me.
Mr. Luke Nukem.
Not quite, Jerome, because if you
Yes.
look at his pants, his chest is not hairy. Me, I look like fucking Robin Williams.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Your turn, Mr. Nukem.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It is your turn.
Okay, well, I don't really have much topics, but I do want to get into my, top 5 films of my top 5 best and worst films of the summer. And I would also like to talk about a very specific movie that's possibly going to be in the Academy Awards. So
And it fucking better too.
and it better. And I'm also going to discuss probably maybe top 5, top 10 films of the fall.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's pretty much most of the topics I'm ever going to talk about right now. But I may get involved in some topics.
I don't know if you know this, but me and Luke got into a bad fight, but we stopped because we realized that we have a cousin named Margaret.
Well, it's not that true. It's because it's not true because we both hate a movie that we, don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well then, ain't that something intriguing? As for what I got lined up for tonight, I technically don't really have a lot either. I got 2 movie news topics, and I got one anticipated list relating around horror films. I got another movie news surrounding horror films, and I got a list surrounding 25 best action films according to Looper.
One of them better have Mad Max Fury Road. I swear to God.
Oh, and Hunter Hughes from the comments actually sent me a couple of ideas, and I found them. So I have a couple of lists, and my main topic for tonight is the movie edition.
Yes.
And as
Bring it
for-
on, Shao Kahn.
And
Shao Kahn.
That was a
That's a-
rhyme.
Be quiet.
Oh, thank you.
That was a nice rhyme.
Oh, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Cougar Casino Royale is more like a spy film than a straight-up action film.
Bullshit. That's like what?
Oh.
That's like one of the best action films of the 2000s.
Well, spy
Well,
films are considered action films.
Technically, yeah. So anyways, folks, here's the lineup for
Yes.
tonight's program. Luke's going to be going
Nice.
first because you all know the tradition. Guests go first, then Brett, then I'll go next.
I can go last. I can go like third to last.
Well, the reason why I'm nominating Toby to go last because he's got the main event tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. So Luke, you go first, then Brett, then me, then Fat Boy goes last.
I wasn't expected to go first, but okay, I'll try to give it my all.
Oh, I always do this first.
I'll go through the my top 5 films of the summer first.
Yeah, Luke, you do that.
I actually am curious to hear about it.
Yeah,
Alright.
because I was dying to get them from him, but I wasn't able to.
I'm gonna try to do it Austin Putnam style.
What did you enjoy it? And you
No. I loved. I mean, I loved this movie so much.
Oh, Jesus.
did you bring a
that's
tear?
skinny
Did you bring a
shit.
tear to your eye?
It made me tear up so much.
Did you also adore it?
I adore this movie so.
There you go.
Did you have a blast?
Oh, by the way, the list of Austin. Yes, you're welcome.
Oh man.
No problem, Austin. But anyway,
Yeah,
let's get right to it.
I
But
don't
fuck,
know.
but fuck him anyway.
Yeah, fuck.
All right,
I don't know who cries at movies more, me or Austin.
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 I normally don't cry. Well, he mostly cries in movies that are a bit nostalgic, and there's nothing wrong with that particularly.
Sounds like me.
I mean,
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
cry.
go
a
over
lot.
your best or your worst first.
I'm gonna go over the worst first. And don't worry, it's not going to contain what you think it's going to contain.
We don't know, so let's find out.
All right. So, dishonorable mention would include Alien Covenant
Thank you.
because I was really looking forward to this movie, even though
Almost too.
So am I.
yeah, I was looking dearly forward to this movie, and like what we got was just a massive disappointment. And so, all right, let's get into number 5. Number 5. I'm a big fan of these. You know I am. I'm a huge fan of monster movies.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And you know where I'm coming at with this one.
I do.
The Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is The Mummy. Now, this movie was completely... first of all, it was directed by one of the biggest hack writers in the face of the planet, Alex Kurtzman.
Yeah.
Alex Kurtzman and Robert Urtsey, the two writing duo hack who were responsible for the Transformers sequels, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I thought that was wait, the sequels?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Aaron
Aaron Kruger.
Aaron Kruger did the 3rd and the 4th one. Alex Kurtzman and Robert Urtsey did the 1st and the 2nd one.
Okay.
Along with Aaron Kruger.
Oh god, yeah, okay.
3 of which are all terrible writers.
Yeah.
And he also did the Amazing Spider-Man 2 sequels, and
Oh.
to a certain extent, we can like them or hate them, the Star Trek reboots, the first and
I
the
love
second
them.
one.
Fucking love those two.
Yeah. And when we walked into this movie, I was like, I don't know how this is going to turn out. And when I got out of it, I was like, boy, what a massive pile of shit.
I call it exposition the movie because nearly the entire film is just explaining shit.
It's not only just explaining shit, it's trying to set up to a universe that hasn't even it's trying to establish.
This is a problem I have. So many franchises trying so hard to be Marvel instead of trying to be movies on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Godzilla and King Kong are doing good for themselves, but with things like The Mummy, they just completely rush themselves. A lot like the DC universe.
Oh.
So, well, with the DC universe, they only have like one decent movie in their filmography.
Well, there's Man of Steel. That's a good one. I like that.
Man of shit, more like. Anyway, moving on to number 4.
Yeah, man of shit. That's Gary on episode 10.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and let me find number 4 if I can even find the freaking thing.
Oh, what did you think of Russell Crowe?
I thought he was entertaining, and Sophia Boutella was very interesting. But
Oh man, she can
Tom
rock me up.
Cruise, Tom Cruise was oh my god, Tom Cruise was completely miscast in the film.
But
Oh my
the two
god.
worst characters was the stereotypical
Oh my
blonde,
god,
gorgeous
Hated
one
him.
with the accent who knows everything, and the best friend.
dude, the best friend was probably the most annoying character in the entire film.
Well, luckily he's not in the movie that long.
Oh yeah.
I could agree with that, but he's still throughout the whole freaking movie. All right.
One of Tom Cruise's
And his
worst films.
dialogue, and the dialogue, like, did anybody write this? Well,
And
thank
it
you,
was
Alex.
Yeah, Christopher McQuarrie. Christopher McQuarrie wrote it.
Like, yeah. I mean, like,
That surprises me.
I was like, did anybody write this? Like, because most of the dialogue is either exposition or just bad one-liners,
I was gonna say,
especially from the best friend.
Something like that.
Man,
yeah.
he was pretty bad. What is your number
Horrible.
4?
My number 4. I just saw this movie recently.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hope it's what I think it is.
Okay, and Sam One World, if you're listening to this, it's fine if you like it. I'm talking about Colin Trevorrow's The Book of Henry.
Oh.
This movie was
Oh.
fucking terrible.
And this is the guy who's directing episode 9.
Oh.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
and I'm scared because I'll be honest, I thought Jurassic World was the most overrated movie of 2015.
Bullshit.
I mean, it was fine. I mean, if I look at Jurassic World now, I'd be like, oh, it's okay. But hey, at least J.A. Bayona is directing the sequel. That is
Hold on a
something I am
second.
looking forward to.
Actually, yes.
Luke, I don't mean to stop you there for a second, Brett. Can you please repeat that again?
I thought Jurassic World was the most overrated movie of 2015. I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Guess what?
Oh, bullshit.
Guess what? Guess what for that?
Well,
Fuck you! Go ahead, Luke, continue.
But yeah, I was looking at reviews for Book of Henry. Actually, the first time I even got notified about this movie called The Book of Henry was I was looking at Backstage OL and I was like, hey, receive an advanced screening for The Book of Henry. And I was like, okay, what is this movie? And then I see like the interviews from Chris Stuckman interviewing Colin Trevorrow. And I was like, okay, what is this? This is kind of interesting. And then I get to see all these reviews, all these like all this panning the movie, calling it like one of the worst films of the year. And I even heard like reviews from Double Toasted, from the Cinema Snob, from Brad Jones.
The
And
only good thing about Channel Awesome now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. His midnight screenings, I highly recommend. His reviews are awesome. and yeah, I was like, it can't be that bad. It can't, like, and there are some reviewers out there who are saying like it's the next Room or Birdemic. I was like, hold on, sir, hold on. The thing is that with movies like The Room and Birdemic, they were made because they were so self-aware. They were taking themselves legitimately seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, they were legitimately fucking awful, but people couldn't help but laugh at how awful they were.
yeah, but The Book of Henry is just plain awful. The only best part in this entire movie is the kid who played Henry, which I forgot. I blanked out on the kid's name, but I'll look at it real quick. It's
Jane Lieber. He was
yeah,
in the movie.
yeah,
He was great in St. Vincent, and I loved him in
Yeah,
Oh, I
that
love
kid.
that movie.
yeah, that kid. He was terrific, but he's very good in this movie. But the movie is basically about this kid who's insanely freaking smart, and he has like, all these. He is very high on intelligence, and he's living with his mom, who like, and this kid, he's like increasingly smart. He's good at filling out the mom's taxes. He's very great at school. He's like acting like a completely full-fledged adult. But the movie doesn't really tell you much about this kid. He doesn't they don't tell you if he has like a specific illness or something. They just tell you that he's smart. Let's just go like that. There's really not much development to this kid.
Mm.
And the thing is that what really goes on throughout this movie is that throughout this film there is a subplot about this little girl in middle school whose stepfather is played by Dean Norris, who you may figure out is the stepbrother from Breaking Bad, one of the cops.
My name is Vader, and you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and the thing is that Henry suspects that the daughter is getting abused by the stepfather, and so he sees this kind of into action, but you don't really see the abuse happening. You just mainly see flashes of light and then the lights turning off, and then you see you see reaction shots of people's face going, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening." You don't actually see the abuse happening. And
so you don't see it happening. So it's like it comes at night.
Well, yeah, but it comes at night. It's not really a horror movie, I would say.
All right, what's your number 3?
No, but hold on. I'm continuing this, but
I was gonna say you've been on number 4 for a while.
I know. I'll try to get to it, but I'll say that the path and the twists it turns that this movie makes is so mind-boggling, and the final act of this movie kind of pissed me off to a certain extent. I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, number 3. Yeah, this movie. Okay, now 2 and number 3 I switched around because the first one I gave a 0.5 to, the other one I gave a 0 to. The third one is now the 0.5 is a movie that I've thought about that I've hated even more, but the third one is a 0 out of 5, absolutely. But it's a movie that we've all expected to hate. It's the Emoji Movie.
Oh,
I'll get to
that piece of shit.
But yeah, the movie, I mean, we've all expected to hate it. We all knew it wasn't a good idea. I mean, if it would be a good idea if it was somewhat of a satire of what teenagers would use on their iPhone or something like that. Or just something that's a bit more like an adult version, like go far as to say that make it an adult version of the Lego Movie.
I was gonna say someone already did. It's called Sausage Party.
Personally, speaking of Sausage Party, I'm still waiting for them to make a movie surrounding breakfast. I'm seriously waiting for that to happen. A film about breakfast. I want that to happen. It'll be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, but we saw all the marketing behind it and the trailers, giving it one of the biggest thumbs downs ever since the Ghostbusters trailer.
Fun fact is, IMDb, sorry to cut you off, but IMDb actually has it as one of their worst movies that's ever been created on their list.
It's number 6 on the bottom 100.
That
something
is
around there.
And it's kind of sad, but also but it's also, I would say, fascinating at the same time, because I never expected the Emoji Movie to rank in the bottom 100. More so than Hottie and the Naughty, mind you.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah, this movie, it's uninspiring animation, terrible voice acting, but the most heartbreaking thing about the voice acting is Patrick Stewart plays a poop emoji, and that broke my heart. Because that scene in Logan where Professor X is on his deathbed.
Yeah, and he's pretty much telling the story.
Yeah, he's pretty much telling a story. I just imagine that scene where he's lying down in that bed and he's like, holy shit, I just played a poop emoji. What have I done? So
oh god,
that movie's a piece of shit.
So if you switching from 3 to 2, what's your number 2?
Well, number 2... Well, number 2 and number 1 kind of involve the same particular thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me think.
King Arthur.
Oh, shit. I totally forgot about that.
Number 2 is King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. And number 1, Transformers: The Last Knight.
Okay, I'll wait till you're done talking to those, and then I have a couple of things to say, so go ahead.
Okay, good. All right. So, Guy Ritchie. I've been looking forward to Guy Ritchie's Legend of the Sword, and I found it very interesting. I mean, some of the trailers kind of had me hooked, explaining the plan as they were telling it, that was like one of the few scenes, like the beginning scene where King Arthur was talking to that guard, and they were talking about like how his day was when he was visiting a Viking. That was like one of the most, kind of jarring, like one of the most good scenes I've seen in that movie. The rest of it is an absolute disaster of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because they keep using the same shit over and over, and the CG's garbage.
Yeah, dude, the CG on like the animals and even like the snake, that giant snake, even those giant rats, like the Rouses from The Princess Bride. Dude, the Rouses from The Princess Bride look better than the rats in this movie.
Oh yeah.
And even like the giant elephants from Lord of the Rings.
Or when he's fighting that guy at the end, it looked like a fucking
It looks like Shao Kahn combined with Skeletor.
Okay. What do they call those in God of War?
I have no idea.
When you have to press the button at the right moment.
Quick time events.
That is exactly what that fight was.
You can just imagine like an A button, Y button, B button, X button.
I want someone. I want someone to edit like they did in God of War 3, where they input the buttons right when it goes in slow motion. He has the count and everything like that.
Buttons.
It would look just like a video game.
It would be.
You know what? This is what I did. I kept on imagining the X-ray in the new Mortal Kombat games. Whenever every time it does a close-up in slow motion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nipple.
And the story is generic, and Jude Law. Oh my god, I felt like he didn't want to be in this movie, but Guy Ritchie and Jude Law are friends.
But the problem with the movie is Guy Ritchie himself.
Yeah, it's just his everyday techniques. It's like this is basically like a demo reel of all the techniques you've ever learned from the Zack Snyder action scenes where he does slow mo, turns into speed up, turns into slow motion motif. At least Wonder Woman had better slow motion than this movie, and that's kind of saying.
Wait! You're talking shit about. Don't you be talking shit about my Wonder Woman? Goddamn it!
I will, because I think it's.
No, you won't, mother.
Yes, I will.
Bullshit! Bull fucking shit, boy!
I'm not bullshitting when I say that it's overrated. But anyway, let's get into King Arthur.
Splits.
Let's get on to King Arthur. So King Arthur, yes, it's bad, and I felt so bad after the end because when they sequel made this movie, I'm like, no way in hell are we getting a sequel at all. And the editing is the worst part of the movie. Beyond that. And number one, Transformers: The Last Night.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Michael Bay, I've been asking this ever since the second, third, and fourth movie. Try to make a good Transformers movie. Try to make a movie where it features the Autobots. Like every single movie that we've been getting, like every single trailer has been showing us like, oh, this is going to be the darker one. And yet, it's the same old shit.
Here's a good example. Look at the Planet of the Apes series. The movies are about, especially the last movie, they're about the fucking apes.
Well, with the apes, it's more about the characters than anything. And not just the apes. I know you're chuckling back there. And yeah, Transformers: The Last Night. The CGI looks bad, and the acting is just, oh my god, it's a disaster on screen. It's an embarrassment. That's what this movie is.
British Megan Fox.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too.
Dude, I will say this right now. I thought the Bye-Bye Man had it. Nope. Transformers: Last Night has the most unintentionally hilarious scene of the year.
Oh, which one was it? I forgot what it was.
The choo-choo train scene.
No, that was in Bye-Bye Man. No, this one, I had to replay this fucking scene 6, 7, 8 times. I was talking to Double Nine. I was in tears laughing. It's Anthony Hopkins' death scene.
Oh my god.
When they're in Stonehenge and Anthony Hopkins takes out his cane that has like a gun attachment to it. He shoots him, pisses off Megatron. So he goes around and Megatron's like, I'm going to shoot you, you fat motherfucker. And he takes out a cannon. And then you see Anthony Hopkins, he's just looking in the sky like, it's like, oh, fuck, did I left the iron on or something? And then Megatron shoots the fuck out of him, and Anthony Hopkins' fat ass body goes flopping, flying through the air in slow motion
Oh Jesus!
with dramatic, just like
Music in the background.
yeah. And when he hits the ground, it looked like a floppy dildo just bouncing around. It was so funny. I had to watch it over and over and over.
And Mark
was
Wahlberg's going,
hysterical.
no.
Damn fucking.
But I still think the librarian getting hit by the car in the Bye Bye Man was
That,
the most
oh my god,
I've
that
seen.
and when that chick gets hit by the train. Those, oh fuck, I was dying.
I left at the car more than I did the train.
Oh, I did too,
Oh,
especially since the car did more fucking barrel rolls than Star Fox.
Hey, Luke. Danny's asking, do you hate Transformers last night more than Batman v Superman?
No.
No,
I
don't
knew it.
like Batman v Superman.
Dude, that's like his number one film, worst film of the decade. You kidding me?
No,
than
the
Sucker
worst
Punch.
film of the decade is Sucker Punch.
Oh,
Behind,
that movie.
okay, the top 3 worst films of the decade: Batman v Superman. No, top 4: Batman v Superman, Movie 43, Inappropriate Comedy, and Sucker Punch.
Oh, inappropriate comedy. That's from the guy.
Fuck. Okay, I have no idea what I hate more: inappropriate comedy or movie 43. Inappropriate comedy.
I
know
hate
what?
Inappropriate Comedy more.
well, guess what? Fuck you guys. I choose Dirty Grandpa as the worst film of the decade.
Thank you. I said the same fucking thing. You don't believe me? Ask my asshole.
Hey, asshole, what's worse, Batman v Superman or Dirty Grandpa? Batman
Can I
v
ask
Superman.
you a question?
It says. There you
for
go,
fuck's
something
sakes.
like that.
Okay, look, now you have this at number 1. I gotta ask you some questions. Did you see Rough Nightmare?
I did not see Rough Nightmare.
Oh, you got
Okay.
some worse material to add there, my
Did you
friend.
see Diarrhea of a Wimpy Bitch Ass?
I don't plan on seeing Diary of a Wimpy Kid,
Did
but
you see?
I have to.
Did you see Snatch?
I didn't see Snatch, but I'm going to see Baywatch.
That was another one. Okay, did you see The House?
I was going to see The House, but the thing is that I was going to be at a screening for Spider-Man Homecoming, and the screening was closed, so I had either 2 options. 1, I could go home, or 2, watch a bad Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler movie.
Oh,
So I
dude,
chose to go home.
That's a good
No,
idea.
you made the right decision because that movie is unfucking believably cringeworthy bad.
Well, anything with Amy Poehler is almost cringeworthy bad.
Anyway, yeah.
So with the worst out of the way,
Let's
now
get to
it's
the best.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Wait, Luke, are you calling Inside Out cringeworthy bad because that is Amy fucking Poehler?
Well,
Quiet, Brett.
live action, not animated. Live action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you dumb
just,
shit.
just like with it's somewhere similar to like Josh Gad. He's horrible in comedies, but he's brilliant in Disney.
Or was it Sarah Silverman? I can't stand her at all, but I loved her in Wreck-It Ralph. So there you go.
Yeah.
Josh Gad, fuck you.
Anyway, let's get to the best. We obviously know what number 1 is, but let's just go with 5 through 2.
It was your very first 6 out of 5.
Mm.
Number 5. I
Oh,
think
80 honorable mentions.
Oh, honorable mentions. With it was going to be Detroit.
Okay, I like that pick. All right, I can understand.
I like Detroit, but what almost made it into the list was it was because like the third act wasn't as good as,
Thank you very much. I
200
said the
points.
same thing.
and I felt like the opening animation was a bit out of place, you know.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but yeah, I still enjoyed the movie. Not as great as Zero Dark 30 or The Hurt
No, I
Locker.
think the Hurt Locker is the best one still.
Yeah, but overall, good movie.
Yay.
Number 5. What a return from a director. Steven Soderbergh's Logan Lucky.
I still gotta see that. That
You
was
know, I'm gonna say, okay, let me stop you there. But Ashley, you guys know Ashley, yes, her. She has been talking to me and bugging me in a good way to constantly see Logan Lucky. She's been telling me personally that I would love it. Now, which tells me does it have an 80s vibe to it? Because when people tell me I'm gonna personally love something, that's usually the most common thing that I sense. It's gonna have an 80s vibe to it.
Well-
Look at Atomic Blonde. It had that. I loved it.
Well, they say that was it Logan Lucky? They say it's like Ocean's 11 for with
For
rednecks. And they say
And it's
that
in that movie, it's hilarious.
they say Daniel Craig steals the movie.
Yeah, Daniel Craig steals the movie, but there was one particular scene that had me dying laughing, and it has to do with the jail guards and the rest of the prisoners, and it had me laughing to no end. Like, I just loved it. Daniel Craig, Channing Tatum, and Adam Driver especially, terrific performances, and other performances from other actors, terrific, especially Katie Holmes, who is in the movie. She does a decent job.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, especially
Seth
from
MacFarlane-
her recent films, which contained bad Adam Sandler movies, Jack and Jill. But what a return for her. But Logan Lucky, terrific, hilarious movie. Highly recommend it.
And what about Seth MacFarlane? What about Seth MacFarlane in the movie?
Seth MacFarlane, he was a bit kind of playing a cartoon. You know,
Well, isn't he? That's what he is in general.
that's what he plays mostly, especially in Family Guy. But yeah, and Hilary Swank was a bit over the top, you know, for me. But still enjoyed the movie. Number four. Let me look. I kind of forgot.
You know why I forgot. You want to know why I'm smiling? I forgot where the hell I am. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Oh, no. Number four. I got it. Number four. Spider-Man. Better than Mark Webb, Spider-Man. That's right. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Way better than Underpants.
That's he made a funny.
Oh, okay, Jake. I do not. Okay, yeah, Jake and I seriously do not understand where you're coming from with your Homecoming, because he fucking hated the movie, and I read. I'm just like,
Okay.
wait, what?
Well, the thing is with Spider-Man is that he thinks that it kind of has one of the poor examples of how the Peter Parker character is portrayed. And
Dude,
I don't agree with this.
No.
Okay,
It says something about the source material. I'm like, I'm here to watch a fucking movie.
If you want to see,
I
see
was
an
watching-
irresponsible tool of Spider-Man, go watch the Amazing Spider-Man movies. That's the poor representation of Peter Parker.
Spider-Man 3. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love
That's
Spider-Man.
right,
Spider-Man
motherfucker.
3. I won't deny that Spider-Man 3 does have its flaws. So
Oh yeah,
A lot of them.
retarded Venom.
yeah. But yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming. What a return for the webhead. Ever since Civil War, I was like, holy crap! Finally, we got to see Spider-Man on screen because I love Spider-Man. I always have ever since I was a kid. I love the Sam Raimi movies. I sort of liked the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, the first 40 minutes of Amazing Spider-Man, I'm like, I don't like it, and then the rest of the way, I was like, hell yeah. So, but that's how I feel about it. Sequel. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, fuck the sequel. But Spider-Man: Homecoming, what a freaking return! I mean, what more is there to say? Tom Holland's terrific as Peter Parker. Not the best Spider-Man for me, but he's up there. He's way better than Andrew Garfield, in my opinion.
And it has the best villain of all the movies.
One of the best villains of all the movies.
I think he is the best. I'm sorry, a lot of people say Doc Ock. I think no, Michael Keaton shits all over Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
Be quiet.
But yeah, Michael Keaton does a great job as a Vulture. Very good motivation, and he's one of the few Marvel Cinematic Universe villains that has a very good, motivation. Unlike some villains who just want to take over the world. They're given some dimension to them. There are characters that we can identify with. And that's what we got from the Vulture. And Tom Holland's terrific as Spider-Man, especially, like other characters. Spider-Man's friend Ned, I kind of liked. And Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. does a great job, and the web swinging scenes are awesome. The comedy is great, and what more is there to say about Spider-Man: Homecoming than Spider-Man is back, baby?
Oh, and the relationship between him and Karen.
I mean,
I loved it.
it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, poopy.
Oh,
butt.
I find the relationship between Peter Parker and her Aunt May have more dimension than her.
Man, I wanna explore her dimensions. God damn, honey.
You realize
Well
that
done.
Aunt May was an old woman, right?
I don't give a fuck. Tony Stark's like, man, I want to tap that ass too.
And he was
Alright, you
drunk
want-
at the time.
Tap tap.
You know what? I just want to say this about Spider-Man: Homecoming is I watched a review of the movie. Are you guys familiar with Film Master Adam?
No.
Never heard of him.
I really like him. I subscribe to him. However, when it comes to reviewing comic movies, well, I watched his review of Spider-Man: Homecoming with Robert Storms, and both of them were just shit on the movie. I'm just like, listening to their reasons. I'm just like, okay, no, I disagree because all they did was just continuously compare to the comic books. They both gave it a 0. They both gave it an F because of how much
Of
they were
course.
comic books.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, fuck those cock mongrels. I'm here to watch a fucking movie. I'm not here to read a goddamn comic book. Shove the comic book up your ass. I wipe it after I take a shit. And by the way, Jake, I'm watching porn. How is that funny? I'll tell you why. Because he's helping Spider-Man in a serious situation while the dance is going on, okay? And he's running these 2 computers and he's hacking them, all right? And he ends up getting caught. And he ends up getting caught by one of the supervisors. And she's like,
What are you
there's
doing
a
here?
She's like, there's a dance going on. What are you doing? And he's all by himself. And he had to think of something. He's like,
I'm watching porn.
I'm watching porn. and it was hilarious because he was stuck in a situation and he had to think of an excuse right off the top of his head.
Uh-huh.
That is why it was funny.
That's what any person would do.
I watch porn.
Exactly.
I watch it
Especially
every
a
single night.
teenager.
Come on, every asshole just watches porn.
So there you have it, Jake. I explained it to you in detail.
All right.
As you
So yeah, Spider-Man is back. Number 3. Oh my gosh, number 3. What a return from this director, because most of his movies I love, especially one movie I freaking despise. So when I was going to see this movie, I was like, are we going to get this kind of movie or this kind of movie? And I ended up getting the good kind of movie, which is Dunkirk.
Oh, sorry. I was fanboying. Oh, I went silent. I was fanboying, for Christ's sakes.
We got 30 likes.
Hey, Gary. Well, he's going to probably have to take a size 30 dump after that. Wait. Wait. What are the films you dislike other than Interstellar?
No, I only have one film I don't like from him.
Oh, Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar. But the rest of his movies, I love the Dark Knight trilogy. Love him. Love Inception. And Dunkirk is one of the finest examples of how Christopher Nolan makes a movie.
Man, Jake, man, you're on the wrong, man, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, bitch. I'm just reading the chat. He's like, It's fantastic. I don't think it's one of his best. Bullshit. Do I have to go into details as to why again? Okay, as you were.
All right. But Dunkirk, I've been like reading reviews. I was like, it's one of the most immersive war movies out there. And I have to agree with them. It's like the moment Dunkirk begins, you're in the battle like this. And it never stops. Everything about this movie, from the way it is shot, the sound design, and the
best
acting,
I've ever heard.
and the acting. Sure, there were not much dimensional characters to them, and we don't get enough development. But here's the thing:
There doesn't need to be.
there doesn't need to be, because it's playing out a real life scenario.
These are real
People
people that we're going through, and they're all suffering.
Yes, and people die in battles, in real life situations. Do they get a good arc at the end? Not really. It's the same applies with Detroit. It deals with those same kind of things that Dunkirk was dealing with. And I think Dunkirk pulled it off spectacularly. And by the way,
And everything is real in the movie.
yes, everything is absolutely real. It's from the planes to the boats to the guns to everything.
Mhm.
And by the way, fuck Jeremy Johns.
Oh, fuck that mother. Yeah, he's a bitch ass. He's a fucking bitch. I'm gonna say it right now. He's a pussy whip fucking bitch ass. Go back to snorting your coke. That's probably where you get all that energy from.
No, go back to praising Suicide Squad and the Joker.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
much
and,
you
oh,
love
yeah,
him.
a good time. No alcohol required for fisted anus. And oh yeah, motherfuck, disgraced PG-13 Randolph Hitler.
Randolph Hitler? Who's that? Oh
Grace
yeah,
Randolph. I call her.
yeah.
You know, I call her Randolph Adolf because she compared James Gunn to the source material she was working with to Lawrence von Trier sympathizing Adolf Hitler. I am not kidding. She made that fucking comparison. She's a stupid attention whore bitch. That's all she is.
Yeah. And also screwed the social justice warriors
Oh,
who
fuck.
who say like, "Oh, there's a lack of women in Dunkirk." There
First of
was,
all,
like,
they yeah,
women
even though
weren't
they
allowed to fight in wars.
yeah, and when they say, "Oh, there weren't there weren't colored people," actually, they were if they were paying attention. And most of these people were British and French.
I'll speak of social justice warriors. I just want to say this. This is another reason why I don't like social justice warriors is because how out of touch they are when it comes to humor. Because I read an activist was actually trying to boycott Ace Ventura because the antagonist is a tranny and all that.
See, you want to know what you want to know what the problem is with film critics? Okay, I'm gonna say two things. One, Jeremy Johns is the John Cena of film reviewing.
No,
I
he's
agree.
Vince McMahon he's out of touch.
Well, yes, Jeremy Johns.
No,
Well,
that's
actually, no, him-
that's
him
Chris
and Stuck-
Fuckman.
him
That's
and
Chris
Stuckman are
Fuckman.
both out. And second off, the reason why
I
people
like Chris Stuckman more than Johns, and that's my opinion. So
well, here's the thing though with what people say, oh, not enough black people or not enough women. Well, here's the thing, no. Yes, Luke explained the points, but here's the thing, people. There's no common sense with these guys who said that shit. There's no common sense, and plus, it seems to me that they haven't watched the movie from how they're coming off.
they mostly crave attention, as from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Just like disgraced PG-13. Why I call her PG-13? Because she was the one that started that Deadpool PG-13 fucking.
All because of a 5-year-old kid.
yeah, because of a 5-year-old kid.
I don't give her any of my attention. Why? Because you don't deserve it.
Dude, the first movie I've seen when I was 7 was The Matrix, and that was rated R.
The
First
first R-rated movie I saw in theaters was Terminator 2. So what the fuck is she talking about?
The first ever R-rated movie I ever saw, I don't even remember.
The first pair of tits I saw in the movie was the hot alien chick with the 3 boobs in Total Recall.
Actually, I saw a porno when I was young. That's how I got so, bleh.
Play the first R-rated film I've seen is a film I have on Blu-ray. It's really, really, really underrated. It's called The Edge with Anthony Hopkins. That's the first R-rated film
Oh, I
I've
remember
seen.
that movie. Oh yeah. Wait, she's like Jack Thompson for comic book films. Fine, Jake, you said something good for once today.
That's what should happen.
So Dunkirk number 3. So number 2. Oh, I have a feeling what number 2 is.
And you might feel like what number 2 is, because number 2 is Baby Driver.
I knew it.
I love Baby Driver. I mean, from the music to the editing, like the timing and the editing with the score,
It's got the best
so
editing
on
here.
point that from the closing of the doors is like a riff starts. Or like when people are like walking, you hear like the beats of the drums or like the bass of the drums. And just everything from the action scenes to the characters
What the fuck, Gary?
to the amazingly badass story. I love Baby Driver. One of my favorite movies of the year. However,
Well, no, Gary. Hold on a second, Gary. I think someone said it's already at 30 likes.
Look at the chat.
I
Just
said-
keep going.
it's at 30.
Gary, that's Gary. I hate to break it to you, but I've never seen The Goonies.
Well, you look
So
like
I don't know what the
sloth.
hell- I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, Brett. If the show gets up to 35 likes, you just got to get up and dance like a goofball. That's it.
No, dance to a Frank Sinatra song.
Ooh. I want to see Brett dance if it gets up to 35 likes. Him just bopping around like an idiot. I want to
Yeah.
see that happen.
I want a medal for dancing, Gary.
35 likes.
No, a cardboard medal. I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Check them fucking brakes, man. You need to go to Pet Boys.
I'll be quiet now.
But oh yeah, Baby Driver, one of the best films of the year. However,
Hell yeah.
it's not
Right.
the best film of the year for me. Because number one is the best film of the year.
Oh, in the decade too?
All Hail Caesar. Planet of the Year.
Hey, came out 2016. Love that movie. Hail
Yeah.
Caesar.
Shut the fuck up.
But man, what more?
Fucking troll.
Dude, out of all the movies that I've seen, like from Mad Max Fury Road to A Monster Calls to this, I've never been so emotionally attached to anything than this movie. Like all my time watching this movie, I was mesmerized by every shot, by every act, like by every actor portraying their performance, from every visual effect, from every musical score, from just this film is a cinematic miracle.
Hell yeah, it is. It's fucking awesome.
This is a miracle that I have been waiting to see for a very, very long time. And I cannot just give it a 5 because that would be like not giving it justice. It's a masterpiece of filmmaking. Andy Serkis is one of the greatest actors and probably my favorite actor.
I said this about him now that since DiCaprio won, Andy Serkis is the best actor to never win the Oscar.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this: as much as I loved Chris Cooper and adaptation, that Oscar should have went to Andy Serkis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was the best supporting actor of the year, and the fact
And for
that
King
I don't know
Kong.
why.
Yes.
I'm still like disappointed as to why that Christopher Walken, Catch Me If You Can, and John C. Reilly get nominated over Andy Serkis. Like they're both good, but Andy Serkis.
I tell you why. Because
Andy-
this is the DOS we're talking about.
Andy Serkis pioneered motion capture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ever since Gollum from Lord of the Rings, now to King Kong, now to my favorite character of all time, Caesar.
He's the best CG character ever.
He's the best CG character in cinematic history.
Yep, I agree
There's
100%.
nothing that can compare to Caesar, because Caesar is such a character. You feel for him. Like every decision he has to make, not only is the hardest decision, but also kind of the smartest decision. And you kind of have to sympathize with him. He's dealing with, demons with himself, and I think it's a better character study than Logan.
Ooh, let me think about. Okay, here's the thing about that. With Logan, that showcased something that we've never seen from the Wolverine character and from Hugh Jackman from a certain standpoint.
But I kind of knew that this would be Hugh Jackman's last, Wolverine movie.
Well, it was stated that. I mean, that was the fact.
I knew that, but still, Logan is like one of the best films of the year. This one, War for the Planet of the Apes. I loved this movie. Everything about it screams perfection.
And Matt Reeves is going on to direct The Batman, which is going to be a more detective thriller, since he is the world's greatest detective.
Which I'm more interested. Which, if there's anything in the DC cinematic universe I'm looking forward to that doesn't involve a psychotic Batman, then Matt Reeves is the guy.
Yeah, who kills people.
Even though he doesn't kill people.
And a lot of people say, "Oh, what about movies like The Dark Knight with Two-Face?" Here's the thing: he was trying to save the kid,
and he was dealing with a very tough situation.
He was dealing with the worst odds imaginable. And
Either let the kid die, or take care of it himself.
Yeah, and what did he do? There's a reason why they call him the Dark Knight, because he wanted to take full responsibility and not God damn it, Gary, and not ruin Harvey Dent's reputation. See, Nolan knows what the fuck is going on.
Oh yeah.
He's the Dark Knight.
Like-
He's the Dark Knight we deserve. But Caesar's the hero we need.
Yep. Yeah, unlike, Batman v Superman, where he's just fucking demolishing people and killing them. I'm just like, give me a fucking break, movie.
Batman doesn't kill.
Even in Nolan, in the Nolan movies, he said this: I only have one rule. God damn, man. So, good list. Good shit. Good shit. Oh, what time is it? 5:08? Okay, so, Mr. Gatterson?
Yeah. What? What do you want? It's Brett's turn. It's Brett's
No,
turn.
wait. Look at something else, didn't he?
Yeah, he can go next. I'll get ready for the next one.
Okay.
Well, it's Bretty's turn, then me, then you for the main event. So Bretty's turn. But first, before Brett gets into his topics, Brett, 36 likes.
Come on,
Okay.
do the
Come
show.
on! I'll get some
wiggle wiggle. Do the
On my floor clear.
wiggle, wiggle. Come on, get the.
Okay. No, Barry, yet. I want him to do that fucking pouncing move like the cat was doing the.
Oh my God. Seriously,
I have a song ready. I have everything. I have the floor cleared. Just get ready though, and I better move this goddamn chair as well.
You better not be dancing to "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt."
oh Jesus.
Or wrecking.
I
ball.
actually, yeah, I want to see that.
Song. I don't even have that song on my iPod. I got my iPod.
If he took
here,
his
buddy.
shirt off, he'd be wearing a sweater.
All right. Go on, just,
Hopefully we don't get flagged in this video.
Oh my God, we won't. Don't worry.
We
Because
probably will
it's
for bestiality.
Or copyright.
we get this here. Right.
Oh
I'm getting some Seinfeld vibes.
no! My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I would pay money to see Brett play Dance Dance Revolution. Wait. Why don't we see Jerome's face? The reason why is because the reason why you don't see my face is because I tried the camera thing on my computer, on this computer, but the problem is that, oh my God, I'm ready to throw up. But the problem is that the frame rate is garbage. Otherwise, I would have my camera on.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, Brett, that's enough. No more. Okay, no more. Oh my God. Okay, hold on a second.
My eyes.
Oh my God.
No, keep going. This is fun.
No, I don't want to do this.
Keep going. This is great. I love
I
it.
don't want to watch this bullshit.
Jerome,
Wait.
turn it off. Turn it
I
off.
already did turn it off.
Please still going. I love it.
Hey, Brett, the only thing missing is hey, Brett. Even my mom's like, what the fuck is going on here? Look at here. Hey, Mom. Do you think he took Quaaludes as a kid?
Oh, this is fucking great, man.
The only thing missing is a giant pole in his room.
You know what? Just imagine if girls were watching this.
Actually, there is. Her name is Aaliyah.
Oh,
No,
geez.
just like college, high school girls.
Well, not
Oh.
anymore because they just, they stopped the video.
And they're like, okay, moving on to the next segment.
Hey, Brett, I recommend a Wonder Bra. You know what? He's really good at doing the wave. Oh my God, he's really good. He's really good at doing the wave. With his.
I want him to do the worm.
Dude, I can't do it because that hurt my nuts.
Okay, Brett, that's enough.
He has the groove. He's got something to prove.
I want him to do
And the way he dances doesn't remind me of a dude.
I want him to do the whipping.
Okay, Brett, that's enough.
I want to watch Brett whip a Nene. Is he still going?
Okay, Brett, enough.
Brad, no more dancing. Okay, Gary, as you were. Hey, erection. I'll see you in a couple years.
What erection?
Oh,
Oh my god, that
the
was
one that
great.
gave you stretch marks.
Oh man, that was great.
Jesus Christ.
Why
I
did you
felt like Alex from A Clockwork Orange when I watched that.
Okay, Brett, since we got the highlight of the night out of the way, what is your topics for
More like the Far Cry of the night.
Oh, hey, folks. You want to know something? Quite contrary in the comments. That's my mom watching.
Even better! That's even better! Oh, now that is awesome.
Lady Greer, I am sorry to have you watch this.
Oh man, that is absolutely brilliant.
Okay, now if you excuse me, if you excuse me, I'm gonna become Pontius Pilate and wash my hands clean from this sins.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Greer, we love your son to death. He's a
Dude,
awesome guy.
I couldn't, like I said, I didn't know that was him when he was trying to contact me on Skype, and Gary's like, Jerome, you got to get a hold of this guy. I was like, okay. I saw him, loved him ever since.
Yes.
Mrs. Greer, your son is a very talented dancer, and if there was ever a Saturday Night Fever remake, I want him to
Oh my God! Yes, yes, yes.
Well, after all, he does look like one of the members of the Bee Gees.
Actually, no. The Bee Gees got more. Actually, no. The Bee Gees got more looks than. Brett.
No, I'm sorry. The Beatles.
I actually did dance to.
Oh, the
I
Beatles.
danced to Staying Alive. I danced to Staying Alive on the ship.
Did
Oh,
you do the John Travolta dance?
Please. I hope you
No.
did. Did you wear what? Did you wear a white tuxedo too?
Speaking of tuxedos, Gary.
You sucker! I should have kept my fucking mouth shut.
Oh, you walked into that one, Penguin.
Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare with that shit again! Don't you fucking dare, motherfucker! Don't you dare!
Oh, by the way, yeah, 36 likes. And we're doing really good reviews. I just gotta say something. Hey, Mr. Casual, take notes. This is how you do a movie show, unlike your Shakespeare bullshit.
I love Shakespeare.
No, his Shakespeare videos. I don't know who's more boring. Hey, Gary.
What?
I don't
What?
want to say his name out loud. BS. That's his initials.
Bullshit. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
Brad. As you were. Oh, may I recommend an extra large tall for shirts? Hell, Luke Nukem wears that, but that's because he's 8 feet tall.
Thought it was 8'1", but okay.
Right.
You know, I won't be able to beat Luke Nukem's ass for 2 reasons. One, he can outrun me. It would look like Preston and Wee Man chasing after each other. And 2, it would. And 2, he's got Mark Henry on his side.
Oh, even better.
Because Luke Nukem actually met and, got pictures with and talked with Mark Henry, by the way, who's a Texan. Big time. Love it.
Yeah. No, that's one of 2 wrestlers I talked to.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other one?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, that's right.
Oh, you met Kevin.
He is the motherfucking man. I love Kevin Owens, dude.
Met Kevin Steen. Awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't he, Kevin Owens talk shit on someone you hate in the wrestling business, Jerome, one time?
He's talked shit to a lot of people in the wrestling business that I hate.
By the way,
2 in
Brady,
particular.
what did you get? What did you get for Blu-rays?
Oh, that's Blu-ray, Brett. First off, I have here.
Grab the popcorn,
Here's-
everyone.
I already did, and
I
by the time Brett was done dancing, I threw it all up.
Oh Jesus Christ! Talk about coughing a popcorn corn.
Hey Gary, say hot buttered popcorn.
Hot butter popcorn kernels.
You're gonna kill Jerome. We don't want that to happen in a
Why
podcast.
does this shit happen to me?
Because
out
you
of
have a
all
funny
people-
accent.
Funny! Funny! You want to know who talks funny? I'll tell you who talks funny. Actually, I can't.
I would,
Funny.
you know what would be way more funny if
What'd be more funny?
he said that while he was shot with a Novocaine.
Oh Jesus Christ! No, the fucking no. Oh, Nova Kane.
Is Jerome still alive?
Oh fuck him! Let's Brad just tell you movies. Just fuck him.
Okay.
He's off doing God knows what. Just forget him. Let's keep going.
Oh, Jesus. All right. The first Blu-ray I have to show here is a DreamWorks movie, and what I have is a pretty is actually a really good addition to DreamWorks, and that of course is Tangled.
Oh,
Oh, you mean Disney?
Wait, it's
yeah,
Disney?
Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's Disney.
Oh, fuck me in the ass. It's Disney.
I'm sorry, Brad. I don't go your way.
Yeah, but Tangled, terrific movie.
I haven't seen it.
Tangled is a really good addition. It's like a return for Disney musicals.
Yeah.
Because for a while before Tangled got The Wild and all that.
Yeah.
Continue.
But Tangled is a really good return to the Disney musical renaissance. Mandy Moore is great as Princess, and Zachary Levi from Scrubs
Yeah.
is great
And,
as Flynn.
Was it Dear Chuck as well?
And I,
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god. I almost threw up. That's why I had to haul ass to the toilet. Oh my god.
Brad's
Don't make
doing.
Jerome laugh anymore.
Brad's showcasing
and
his
I-
first DVD.
Which was?
Tangled.
Oh, Tangled. I
Tangled.
love that was the movie. Okay. When I first came out and I saw the trailers, I'm like, this looks kind of dumb, you know? And then I saw it, I was like, this movie's amazing. I fucking love it, dude. The horse in that movie was
Maximus.
hysterical. Oh my god.
oh yeah.
It reminded me of the oh god. Hey Gary, it reminded me of the moose from Frozen.
What's the next one?
Oh, forgot about them. Ron Perlman. He was great in these movies.
Oh, yeah.
The twins.
I haven't seen Tangled.
And there was one flaw. I have with Tangled, and unfortunately, it's a major one. Brought it down from a perfect 10. I'm in a minority here, but I really don't like the ending. I don't like it.
Really?
Because it was your typical happily ever after Disney movie. If I thought, maybe if
If they
Flynn
took
actually-
chances.
if Flynn actually stayed dead and Rapunzel actually buried him next to the tower, and Rapunzel returns to her family and starts a new life, not even having a prince, it would have made my top 10 or even my top 5 Disney movies. But no, instead it copped out and went the typical happily ever after route. The fucking tear, really?
Oh come on.
How
Disney
can you
really
get-
Disney really needs to take chances in their animated flicks.
Well, yeah, look at Lion King. Look at Bambi, man. I mean, fucking parents get killed. Oh, I'm sorry. He was a
Hunchback did it better.
yeah, well, Hunchback. Or the Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
There's ass and oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. He was a reindeer, not a fucking moose. Oh, God.
Yeah, there's only mooses in Brother Bear.
And Toby, you're one of them.
I am a grizzly
All right,
bear.
and that-
No, moose.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus. Okay, next blur I have is another Disney movie. It just came out and it looks great on Blu-ray, and that is the new release of The Lion King.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Look at you.
This is a movie that looks actually really good on Blu-ray. It's, of course, that spectacular background imagery.
By the
And-
way, one of my topics from last week, the scene with all the oh shit, what are they called? The wildebeest. I think they said that took like 2-3 years to make.
Huh. Really?
That- Yes. Well, look at the animation and everything that was involved with that thing. I mean, they said that was the hardest scene to develop, was that scene.
Yeah, and
Wow, really.
yeah.
And the Lion King was written by Mr. And I think it's gonna be a long.
Don't you start singing, you son of a bitch! Don't no! Shut up!
The movie should have ended. The movie should have ended with, instead of a Circle of Life reprise, Simba singing, "I'm a Lion King, Lion King."
No! I said nothing!
You know, the more time I hear, the more time I hear Brett, the more I hear Brett sing, the happier I get that I'm partially deaf in one ear.
If he was an American Idol, Simon Cowell will say, "I think you're the worst singer in America."
Oh.
Barry, yeah. If it was
No.
like if it was like that game show Russian Roulette where they're standing on those platforms, he would have fallen through the platform already.
Oh, Jesus.
No offense, Brett. No offense. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, Mike. All right, now Lion King here, great movie. Next I have here is an Edward Zwick movie.
Oh, I like Edward Zwick. Love him.
So I haven't seen this movie, but the only reason why I bought it, I heard good things about the only reason I bought it is because I gotta have Edward Zwick in my collection sooner or later. And that film I haven't seen. It's
Which one?
Courage Under Fire with Denzel Washington.
Oh, okay, that movie. Like if you ask me like where some to me his best movie is without question Glory.
Yes.
Glory. Yeah, I want to get Glory, but I'll
I
take
have.
what-
Oh wait, I want Glory, but I don't
That's
have.
a 6 out of 5 movie.
I really want Glory, but I'll take what I can get. I gotta have Edward Zwick in my collection sooner or later.
And it's got one
That-
of the greatest.
that's actually Matthew Broderick's best movie.
Not like that. It's got some of the best performances I've ever seen. It's got one of the best ensemble casts I've ever seen. It's one of the best.
Denzel Washington, Morgan
It-
Freeman.
Matthew Broderick. What's his name? Gary Elves. And a couple others.
Whoa!
And it's got what the hell? And it's got one of the best musical scores from James Horner. It was brilliant. I love. And it wasn't nominated for Best Picture. Fuck that shit.
But Jerome, have you seen Courage Under Fire? Have any of you seen
It's-
Courage Under Fire?
God, I don't think I have.
And also speaking of Glory, I saw Glory in my 8th grade history class,
Oh, that's amazing.
So did I.
and I loved it.
Fucking A, dude. It was my number 1 film of that year, God damn it. And number 2 was Do the Right Thing. Both of them weren't nominated.
And Driving Miss Daisy won Best Picture, a movie that was boring.
Oh, come on. Really? You thought that was
Driving Miss
boring?
Daisy
That's such a good movie.
It was
I mean,
good,
dude,
but
Dan
not Best
Aykroyd actually
Picture.
played a serious role in that film, and he was really good in it.
Yeah, it was, but I don't think it's Best Picture worthy compared to like Born on the 4th of July, Glory, and Do the Right Thing, or even The Little
Those-
Mermaid.
No, those 3 movies should have been the top tier, and what's his name? Tom Cruise should have fucking won for Best Actor in the United States.
You goddamn son of a bitch, and right, my boo
Gary.
on it. What?
Hey, Gary, we're at 37 likes. What should we have Brett do for 40?
Brett, well, let's just see. I
I want him to start twerking.
Have him.
No,
dance.
no, that's little. I want to see Brett take off his shirt and do the truffle shuffle from the Goonies. You know,
Well,
Brett, all you gotta do is just take. Brett,
Have
all
him,
you gotta do.
no. Have him do that while pouring a milkshake all over him.
Brett, all you gotta do is just lift your shirt and just go.
No, this is what I want him to do. Here we go. I got it. If it gets to, echo. Okay, it's gone. If it gets to 40 likes, the bet is on.
Brett.
Ow.
Means if he beats loss levels, I have to eat a fucking pickle.
And if Brett can't beat it, he has to drink a
He
milkshake.
drinks a goddamn milkshake.
Uh-huh.
And if you
40
never played the
likes.
Famicom version of
That
Lost
is
Levels, it's
fine.
one of the hardest fucking games in history.
That is on.
Anyway, next Blu-ray.
Okay, yeah. Next Blu-ray. Next hentai.
Is next is a movie that when people first saw the trailer, they thought, oh, this movie's gonna suck. But when I saw the trailer, I thought, I know there's something good underneath, and I was right. It is a good movie, and it's a great comedy. Pop star, never stop, never stopping.
That is a funny fucking movie.
It's this generation's Spinal Tap.
It is. Oh my god, it actually is.
I knew the movie was going to be great because you have
Oh, I was
Andy
the opposite.
Samberg not working with Adam Sandler, not working with Adam Sandler. When Andy Samberg doesn't work with Adam Sandler, it's actually really funny.
Well, yeah, that's my boy. That's all I have to say. This movie looked like it was complete shit, and the filmmaker did a couple of movies in the past that was awful, and then they did this, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, dude, this is a mockumentary that's self-aware, and I was like, within the first 1 minute, I'm like, I know exactly what this movie is doing. It's one of the most underrated films too.
I can't believe it didn't do so good at the box office.
It's a shame.
And you know what? This is Spinal Tap also didn't do good at the box office.
No, and that movie, you want to crank it up to 11. Gary, what the fuck?
And Popstar,
What?
God damn it, Gary.
What am I doing?
Popstar had some. And Popstar also has some great celebrity cameos, especially Justin Timberlake. And my favorite part of the movie, I was dying with laughter. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's say it involves Seal.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yay.
But there's and that's Popstar. All right. Next
I
one
think
I have
Andy
is we are gonna
Samberg
go-
co-wrote the movie too.
He did, along with the other members of Lonely Island.
Yeah.
And next blur I have here is we are going to go way back.
To the past.
It is a Best Picture. Yes, it is a Best Picture winner. An early Best Picture winner in that movie is Grand Hotel.
Never heard.
I
of it.
never even heard of that movie.
It's one of the few movies where John Barrymore actually does talkies.
It's a better Grand
John
Hotel
Barrymore-
than Grand Budapest Hotel. I can tell you that. According to Jerome.
Well, actually,
No, I actually like Grand
Well-
Budapest Hotel.
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah.
the only Wes
That's
Anderson
the
movie you like?
Only one. God damn it. Yeah. Grand Budapest. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I really like. That's the only Wes Anderson movie I liked.
Oh, okay. I thought you hated it because you don't
Oh,
like
no.
Wes Anderson.
Oh, I hate Wes Anderson.
Grand Hotel kind of shares the same. It kind of has a similar feel to Grand Budapest Hotel as an ensemble cast. You got Greta Garbo, you got John Barrymore, who always looks good wearing a robe, and you got Joan Crawford, and you got Wallace Beery, and you got Lionel Barrymore. The movie has some great tracking shots, especially in the opening scene in the lobby. That was a well done shot.
How long was it? How long was the tracking shot?
2 minutes actually.
Oh, wow. Shit.
It has a bunch of extras, and you got this doctor walking around, and you got Wallace Beery as a drunk, who was great in the movie. No, that was Lionel Barrymore. Lionel Barrymore playing a drunk. He was great in the movie. And like I said, John Barrymore. This is one of the three movies where John Barrymore does talkies. Other than that, John Barrymore kind of ended his career like Douglas Fairbanks when talkies came around.
Mhm.
But Grand Hotel is a great film. I highly recommend checking out if you're a big film enthusiast like I am. I highly recommend seeing it.
Mhm.
Aren't we
last-
all film enthusiasts?
Yeah. And the last Blu-ray I have here is a Blu-ray that just came in today. And that
I got
is-
I got a Blu-ray in the mail today.
I totally got. Woohoo!
Oh, I gotta see is black moccasins and white socks.
Oh fucking hell!
And that movie is Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards.
I have that.
Okay.
My favorite movie, 2009.
Okay. Here we go. It was one of my picks for the most overrated film of the year, and let me explain why.
Oh, okay.
Hear me out.
Really?
My buddy saw it earlier than me, and he goes, Jerome, I guarantee you, you're going to love the first two chapters, but once it gets to chapter 3, yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna
I was watching this movie. First chapter passes along, and with the reveal at the end of chapter 1, I was like, oh my God. And then I saw chapter 2, and I'm just like, dude, this is Quentin Tarantino at its best. And then I get to chapter 3, I was like, fuck, he's right. The movie is called Inglourious Bastards. It's not about the bastards. It's misleading. I can't believe I'm agreeing with John Campea on this. Chapters 1, 2, and 5 are fucking awesome. 3 and 4, I couldn't stand it. And Eli Roth, fuck you. Okay, there. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Jerome. Eli Roth was not the first choice for Barry Jew. You know who it was? It was Adam Sandler.
They should have stuck with Adam Sandler. Because Eli Roth is fucking garbage. He's a hack. At least with Adam Sandler in a dramatic role or in a type of role like that, he can pull it off.
And speaking of
I
which,
wish
he's going to
Adam
be in a
Sandler-
drama on Netflix.
By
Adam
Noah
Sandler.
Baumbach. By Noah
Boy, I
Baumbach.
heard he's like the front runner for Best Actor at the Oscars. I shit you not.
Actually, no, he's not. Now it's Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour.
Oh, wonderful.
But anyways, Inglourious Bastards is one of Quentin Tarantino's. It's in my top 3 Tarantino films. It's my
No,
favorite
not me.
2009. And Christoph Waltz, fucking amazing. He deserves that.
Okay, I will say that Christoph Waltz gives one of the greatest performances in movie history. The Jew Hunter.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my! Wait, actually changed his mind. He loves the movie now. I'm sorry, dude. First time I saw it, chapters 3 and 4 bore the fuck out of me because it had nothing to do with the bastards.
If it's not about the bastards, then who is it about?
It's about the little girl.
Oh.
Oh.
You know,
Didn't
from
the beginning
chapter.
of the movie indicate that it was about her.
But the movie is called The movie's called Inglourious Bastards. Yet it centers around her character, who I found was fucking boring. That is the problem I have with the movie.
Other than that,
Other than that, oh yeah, like I said, Brad Pitt, love him. Christoph Waltz, oh my god, one of the greatest performances in history. I gave it like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 for you. I still need to watch that.
But if you ask me what is his top 3 best, number 1 is Pulp Fiction, 2 is Django Unchained.
I can't tell you, folks, in describing works how many times in a row how much I fucking loved Django Unchained. It was my
Yes.
film. It was my film in 2012.
Yeah, Spill.com. I remember they fucking despised it.
Oh,
Well, guess what? Them
oh,
cocksuckers can go eat a wiener.
oh
Dude,
yeah,
they hated it for the stupidest fucking reasons, too.
I don't get it.
And it's still to this day, it's their one review that people lashed out on them. And Reservoir Dogs.
I still like that. I still like that review.
I hated it. I was pissed. I was just like, fuck this shit, dude. They obviously missed the point of the movie.
But anyways, I got my Blu-rays out of the way because I'm gonna get over these little things here real quickly. First I'm gonna go with my top 5 best and worst films this summer.
It-
All right,
One of them
start
better
with,
feature Spider-Man.
First up I have here is most underrated, and this is a movie that even though it has a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, it's still a pretty divided film. But when I saw it, I absolutely loved the film. It's actually my second favorite film in the series.
oh my god, that was my biggest disappointment.
I really loved Alien Covenant. I thought it was a well-directed film, and Michael Fassbender is absolutely amazing. That's a
Fingering
great
and
camera-
flips.
I'll do the
Get-
finger.
I love that scene so much. I love that scene so much. I thought that scene was just
All I gotta
That was
say
a
is this:
well-directed
the woman who blew up the spaceship. This movie, at least in Prometheus, and Luke Nukem's gonna agree with me. They at least showed up on this planet with, precaution and protocol. Okay,
You know, I'm
and,
just,
and safety helmets.
and the
no.
reason why they took them off is because it was a safe hazard environment, and
You
they
know.
even scanned it.
Yeah,
Fucking
it was a
Covenant, they
satanic-
don't wear shit.
speaking of fingers, I've seen a lot of scenes in my time that involve fingering.
Oh my god, would you shut the fuck up?
Including this
one. I did have with the movie is some of the characters are pretty underdeveloped, and they do make some pretty dumb decisions.
Oh no,
Some of
dumb is
them.
an understatement. And oh yeah, the ending, I never saw that coming.
Yeah, and it was predictable. That ending was predictable, but
Oh
other than
my
that, it's
God.
other than that, it's my second favorite Alien film behind Alien.
Oh.
Wow, okay, look, Nukem, we had our differences, but you know what? I think you're
Yeah.
gonna join the dark side with me and just wrath upon Brett's butt cheeks.
Yeah, let's fight Superman.
And
No,
Gary,
let's-
you're Wonder Woman.
Hey,
No,
look at
he's
this.
Doomsday.
Well, look at this way. At least I'll be attractive.
No, Brett is
And-
Doomsday. He's not as ugly as him.
Hey, I'm more realistic than him. I'm more realistic than him.
Oh, that is so
Realistic.
I bet you
bad.
every time Brett farts, that explosion where Doomsday generates power happens. Oh,
I
I'm
feel so
sorry.
bad.
Yes.
You're just picking on the poor boy.
All right, next one. 4.
Number
All right,
4.
next I have is no, that was my most underrated. I didn't get to the.
Oh, I'm
actual list.
sorry. Yeah, underrated. Okay, most overrated. We already know. Moving on.
Yeah, my most overrated is Spider-Man: Homecoming. I already talked how much. Even as a kid, I never liked Spider-Man. Even though I am looking forward to the animated Spider-Man movie and Venom next year.
You look like Green Goblin with no makeup.
You know, Brett, that amazed me. Brett, that amazed me that you're looking forward to a Spider-Man movie.
No, I
Well,
can see
well,
Brett
here's
playing
the
as the
thing, Gary.
Rhino.
Here's the thing, Gary. Look who's writing the animated Spider-Man movie.
Some asshole.
No, he is not an asshole. If you look that name up.
Okay,
who's
some
writing the-
asshole. Let me look it up. His name it begins with the letter B. Middle letter is R. E.
Be quiet.
Phil Lord is writing the movie. Phil Lord.
Oh
is writing
yeah,
the movie.
Phil
That's
Lord
how
for the Lego movie.
Phil
Oh,
Lord, who is one of the best comedic filmmakers working today, along with Christopher Miller.
Right, that's the reason. That is the main reason why I'm looking forward to that Spider-Man movie, because you got Phil Lord's name attached to it. All right.
Most
Next.
okay. Oh wait. Biggest surprise.
Biggest
Surprisingly
surprise.
good.
Oh yeah, biggest surprise. Yeah, my biggest surprise. When I saw the trailer, I thought
The Putnam
this looks
Crew
like a fucking
video.
gimmick. This looks really dumb. This looks like a really dumb movie based on a children's book.
Oh
And I
my
saw-
god!
I love it. It is my third favorite superhero movie of the year. and
Bullshit.
That is
Yeah,
Captain
Professor
Underpants.
Poopy Pants. Oh my god. By the way, Brett, the bet is on.
What?
It hit 40 likes.
and by the way, I had a little
Big-
twist. You're gonna have to,
Jake,
do the item that you lose to. It's gonna have to be done live on the show.
All right, no
Jake-
worries.
Okay, hold on a second. Jake, I think differently
Oh,
from you. Luke. I think differently from you when it comes to Spider-Man. I didn't even consider it to be a disappointment, really. I was not really looking forward to it.
Most overrated. It comes at night.
Yes.
I'll get to that later.
One of the worst
later.
fucking movies of the year.
Most surprise,
Mhm.
most surprise is Captain Underpants. The movie had a lot of jokes that made me laugh, especially the scene that involved sock puppets. I was dying. I was dying of laughter with that scene.
I will say this: there were some things that were funny, but there's some things I'm just like, oh my god, they went on like the Professor Poopy Pants part.
That's
that
one
was-
joke. That's one joke I thought went.
That was the main joke of the movie.
I personally thought it was fucking stupid.
Oh wait, where's Luke Nukem? Yeah, where'd he go?
We lost him.
Oh god damn it! All right.
Well, anyway.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. Biggest disappointment. No, wait. Yeah, biggest disappointment.
That will be in my top 5 worst. But anyway,
Wow.
let's get to some honorable mentions here before we start the best list. Okay, I have 3 honorable mentions. First honorable mention is Wonder Woman. Next one
Boo.
is Alien Covenant, and then Captain Underpants. Anyways,
Your autobiography.
might. Can I just get to my list? Might.
That is the worst accent I ever heard.
No, it's actually genuine, might. But anyways, let's get to my top 5 here. Starting off with number 5. I wish Luke was here to see this.
I don't know where
Because
you
my
went.
number 5. Oh no. My number 5 is in the way that's disappointingly the best of the trilogy, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Wow, number
by the
5,
way,
eh?
Luke still thought I was being serious when I considered it to be a disappointment. He didn't see the thing on the flicks of the dicks.
We'll get him back.
All right. But War for the Planet of the Apes is a perfect. Not actually, no. It's not really an ending. It's more like a great opening to the Charlton Heston movie. Let's just put it that way. And Andy Serkis. This is Andy Serkis' best performance in his career. And Woody Harrelson is also great in the movie. And this is like I said, this is a perfect conclusion. And Matt Reeves directed the shit out of this movie. I'm excited for the new Batman movie. I really can't wait to see it. All right, my number four. My number four is so far the best romance movie of the year. If I can really call it a romance movie, it's not quite a romance movie, kind of, sort of. But my number four is The Lovers.
Never heard of it.
It's a asshole 24/7 film.
That you would
Oh,
probably like, Jerome. That you would probably like, Jerome, because it's a simple, tells a simple story about a couple who's struggling with their marriage, and are actually wanting to see other people, but actually don't tell each other about it. It tells a very believable, it tells a very believable take on relationships, marriage relationships.
You want to know what this tells me?
How difficult it would be. What?
Sounds like metaphorical up the ass to me.
No, it's not. It's just a rom com. It's just a rom com, Gary.
Number 3.
Can I just no? I'm still in the middle of it. Okay. So yeah, number 4. Number 4, The Lovers. My only flaw with it is the last 20 seconds kind of pull the cop out. But on that, it's a sweet. It is a sweet and really funny movie. And Deborah Winger, it's nice to see you in movies again. Deborah Winger. All right. My number 3 is. Well, here's the thing, Cougar. It's not what I enjoy more. It's not about the rating. That's what counts. It's not, grades don't really matter. It's how much I enjoy a movie more than the other. All right. My number 3. This director, he's done it yet again. He's like one of our best directors working.
Edgar, Baby Driver.
Yeah, Baby Driver by Edgar Wright. This is one of Edgar Wright's best films. I absolutely fucking love this movie. From the soundtrack, not just because of the soundtrack, but how every certain moment that plays during each beat of a tune in each song, and how it fits well to certain moments each movie. And this movie is just absolutely mind-blowing. It's a very original film. Edgar Wright is one of the most original directors working today. Baby Driver is an entertaining film. Ansel Elgort, this is his best performance since The Fault in Our Stars.
Well done.
I love that movie.
Kevin Spacey, of course, being Kevin Spacey, but that's why I love Kevin Spacey. He is so fucking entertaining in this movie, as is Jamie Foxx.
Oh, he's amazing.
And how?
And Lily James,
yeah.
I can see
And
why John Matthews wanted to marry her.
Who,
Darth Vader.
Who, Big Nose?
Oh, you fucking asshole.
God, if you're watching, I'm sorry. You can hate me.
And John Hamm in the movie is just absolutely fucking great. This is one of his best performances. And even Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, really entertaining.
Dude, John Hamm towards the end of the movie, he reminded me of Negan from Walking Dead a little bit.
I'm surprised you know The Walking
Really?
Dead. I'm from a guy who doesn't watch television.
Well, my mom loves that show.
Makes sense.
So yeah, my number three is Baby Driver, one of the most original films of the year.
One of the most well-crafted, edited films of the year. No, the most crafted, well-edited films.
And
Brilliant.
I'm not expecting anything in the major categories, but at least get sound editing or sound mixing, please, because.
And get best screenplay. I want best screenplay. He better get fucking best screenplay.
It's not
I
going to
don't
happen.
see that. Fortunately, as much as I don't see that happening.
Which is
I don't see that happening,
horseshit.
but the sound categories I'm rooting for.
Because that's the DOS for you. They only go by, bullshit that they agree with. Where the hell did Luke
Anyways,
Nukem go?
I don't know. But hopefully we get him back.
Anyways, my number two.
Fuck.
I said this without hesitation, and I'll say it again. This is her best film, Catherine Bigelow's Detroit.
It is a solid film.
Hold that thought. Guys, I'm so sorry I assure you you'll love the rest of the show. I had to go somewhere. Godspeed. Okay.
Okay, Luke.
Okay, at least he gave us an update. Okay, kudos.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
But anyways,
Detroit.
Detroit. I think this is Catherine Bigelow's best film. Will Poulter Holy shit!
He's arguably the best supporting actor of the year.
I would love to see him get nominated, and
And
of course,
it'd be interesting if he was actually Pennywise.
oh, that would be interesting. And John Boyega, Jason Mitchell of Straight Outta Compton, Anthony Mackie. Everyone felt real in the movie. Everyone gave out realistic and believable performances.
The one scene where I was just like, it's where that fucking dumb shit takes out that replica gun and fires them blanks out the window at the cops. I'm just like,
You dumbass.
oh my fucking god! Not one, and the other one that involves a police officer and a shotgun, and what happens?
That was
It's a pretty damn accurate representation of what went down in the Algiers Hotel.
Yeah, well, I mean, I said before in my review that the film, the best two words to describe it is it's intense and brutal.
Okay, you know what? Here's I think how the audience reaction would be. Like everyone in every other state, they're like, Jesus Christ, this is one of the most brutal movies I've ever seen. How the people in Detroit walk on the way, they were like, it's just a slow Monday morning. Nothing.
It's a beautiful morning. La do 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 do.
Why I'm
Pretty
easy.
sure that's how people in Detroit would react.
I'm
Because
easy.
we all know
like-
what Detroit is like today. I mean, Jesus, we all know what Detroit is like in general.
Yeah, that's why RoboCop is there.
Oh yeah, my number 2 is Detroit, Catherine Bigelow's best film. Unfortunately, I think it's struggled. It's how much it struggled at the box office.
It did terrible.
I don't think it's gonna get much Oscar recognition. Although Will Poulter better get nominated at least.
Beautiful.
Anyways, my number 1. Come on, it's a no-brainer. It's
Oh,
Dunkirk.
I got to massage the nips.
I am fucking happy with that, my friend. That movie, that movie is deserving.
Dunkirk is my second favorite Nolan film behind The Dark Knight.
And well, Inception for me, but I can agree with that statement.
I say it's better than Memento.
It is better.
That's saying a lot for me.
Because it
Oh,
is
yeah.
better than Memento.
And I said this, I made this comparison before, and I'll say it again. To the people who keep on saying, oh, the movie doesn't have any character development at all. Okay, I'm going to say this once again. The movie is very, in terms of how it's made, it's very similar to Paul Greengrass's United 93.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's like a perfect, accurate analogy.
Because with United 93, there is no standout main character. Because there is no character. It's all about putting you. It's all about putting you in this terrible tragedy that it happened in 2001.
And the main star is Christopher Nolan, like Paul Greengrass was to United 93.
So if anyone brings up says why you don't like Dunkirk, and if the main reason is because the movie doesn't have any character development, I say your argument is invalid because that's not what the movie was going for in the first place.
And not only that, it makes no fucking sense because it's like, there's no character development. I was like, no, you felt for Cillian Murphy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the other people who are on hey Gary, they're on the boat,
a fucking boat,
a goddamn fucking boat.
Thank you.
But yeah. And the fact that Christopher Nolan went out of his way to intentionally break cameras.
He broke. Okay, and there's only like I think 3 or 4 of them in the world.
$500,000. Well, there's now 2. There's 2 now.
Oh yeah, now they are. Yeah, he fucking sunk and destroyed a $500,000-$600,000 fucking camera.
And guess what? He did not give a shit whatsoever.
No, he's like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Hey, I'm keeping it real, bitch.
That's one thing I love about Nolan is that he doesn't let the money or anything you can say get to him. He allows whatever he's got on his mind for film get to him and create geniusness.
And you know what? In terms of like how accurate the movie is, Mark Rylance's character in the movie, I said this before, it's actually based on a real person who did just that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And also Hans Zimmer's score.
Best score I've ever heard from Hans Zimmer. And fuck you, disgraced PG-13 Randolph Hitler bitch.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, but I don't know what Christopher Nolan has against Tom Hardy's face.
Fucking hell.
Well, look at Mad Max Fury Road. Half of the movie it was covered too.
Tom Hardy, man.
But here's the thing with Tom Hardy. It shows he's a great actor because he can act with showing the impression of his eyes and his mannerisms. Okay, what are you laughing at?
Every time I just hear the name Tom Hardy, I just keep thinking Bronson. That's it.
Will you quit thinking of fucking Bronson?
That
asshole?
movie's fucking brilliant, dude. I can't help it.
So yeah, a Nicholas Refn film that's actually good for once. Yeah, be quiet, Brett. Okay, no, I'll be quiet. You already know what I'm going to say. Now, there's a sequence. I'm not going to spoil nothing. That's to say that it's a scene where there's no. Well, most of the film has no dialogue, but this scene in particular, Tom Hardy
Nailed
has to make a decision that's going to change the impact of everything.
Oh,
Oh my God! You're just like, oh my God, what do I do?
Oh, dude, I was speechless.
I was just like, oh my God, what is he going to do? And you felt hard. You're just like, and man, if you see this movie in the IMAX theater, I saw it in my IMAX theater with a heavy 7.1 Dolby digital surround sound. Dolby digital, Gary. Within 90 seconds, when I heard that first gunshot, I jumped out of my fucking seat and I was checking my pants for liquidy. Oh my God. It scared the shit out of me. Because the subwoofer, hey Gary, subwoofers, they were so powerful that every time you felt that gunfire from the airplane or from a turret or a gun, I can feel it, like feel the bass hitting my heart.
That was something, dude.
It was crazy. The best usage of IMAX I've ever seen.
Oh, it was great, man.
oh yeah. How Michael Bay should learn about IMAX. Oh, the fucking Transformers movies. Jesus Christ.
Oh my, yeah, aspect ratio. Nolan does it perfectly.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like I said, Dunkirk is the number one best movie of the summer, and so far number one best movie of the year.
I don't think
I
nothing, I
agree.
don't think The Last Jedi's topping it.
Nah.
And, Christopher Nolan so far is currently the front runner to win Best Director.
He better fucking win.
Until I heard that since The Shape of Water came out, it's been getting unanimous praise, and Guillermo del Toro is being compared to Nolan this year. So it looks like Nolan has a competition with Guillermo del Toro.
Well, The Shape of Water, they say it's like a new retelling of Beauty and the Beast with like a BioShock atmosphere, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. So let's see if Guillermo del Toro is directing.
What? What's wrong, Gary?
Oh, but I was playing Tomb Runner and I was trying to beat your score.
Fucking asshole! I told you, no one's beating my score.
I can beat it.
800. It was 816,000.
I already know, I can beat
It's
it.
that and my basketball score are the two longest scores. Wait,
No, fuck basketball. I care about the Tomb Runner. That's it.
I have watched an IMAX movie, but it was a doc. What?
What does that mean?
I don't know what Patrick Butler is trying to say. All right, go ahead.
Wait.
Now it comes to your worst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have two dishonorable mentions here. First one being The Mummy, or as I call it, exposition the movie, because that's 90% of the dialogue in the movie. Because,
I've seen so much fucking worse.
Because one of the things I hate about bad movies is how they present exposition dialogue. Because if you present exposition dialogue in this terrible way that feels like you're talking to the audience rather than characters talking to each other, I ask myself, how can you fucking exposition dialogue like that? I don't hear anyone talking like that in real life.
Ugh.
And that's what The Mummy dialogue contains. Bad exposition writing. And one of Tom Cruise's worst movies. And he's one of my favorite actors. One of my favorite actors.
He's my favorite actor.
Go see brilliant action films like Mission Impossible 4 and 5. Go see The Last Samurai. Go see...
That's not an action movie. It's a war movie.
According to Google, it is.
Fucking Google. And the only action movie I like is Edge of Tomorrow.
You should see the Mission Impossibles, man. Then we'll talk.
3, 4, and 5. Hell yeah, they're fucking great.
I never liked Mission Impossible.
But have you seen?
That's the first one. That's the first two. I'm talking about 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about it.
Brett, you can't really say you're gonna dislike him if you haven't seen him.
I only saw the first movie. I don't know how.
But that's the first and second film. You gotta give them a chance. That's why. Gotta give those movies a chance.
No, the worst Tom Cruise movie, War of the Worlds. Fuck that movie. Okay,
Yeah,
what's your honorable mention?
yeah, my last honorable mention is King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Guy Ritchie, I know you're a Guy Ritchie, I know you're a talented director. I only love your earlier films, your first two films, Snatch and
Lock, Stock, and Two.
Two Smoking Guns. But other than that, Guy, listen, I appreciate your vision or style, but here's the thing: it does not work with every movie you fucking make, and you better not do it without.
That was the reason
Don't do
why
that with
King
Aladdin.
Arthur did. That's the reason why it didn't work. And oh wait, did he? Wait, did he did Swept Away with his wife Madonna at the time, which is held as like one of the worst fucking movies ever.
Yeah.
That's his worst film.
Oh,
And you better-
great.
And Guy, I'm warning you. You better not use your style with Aladdin. You better not. I fucking swear to God, you better not use that with Aladdin.
I said it before. The person who should play the genie, Jack Black. I think he'd be fucking perfect.
I
Well, I
agree.
got Will Smith, so I can't see what he does. Will Smith.
I do not want to see him as the genie.
I like
But-
Jack Black as the genie. Why?
Dude,
Because
he's
he
perfect.
has the personality and the charisma and humor.
And
to be
he
the
can actually,
genie.
and he's in Tenacious D. He's got some music. He's got some
Yeah,
music.
and he can actually sing. I mean, it's Jack Black. The guy's fucking talented.
Well, if you
Talented, dude.
But here's the thing, though, about Jack Black.
My God, all right. Well, I was going to say this, like, why I see potential Will Smith as a genie, because if you've seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith has a lot of charisma, and he has a
Of course he
funny
does.
personality. And he has a very funny personality, so I can see that working well with a genie.
Christine just lifts my shirt
Oh.
and flashes everyone.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
But Romy, he's the Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. More like a fat prince.
Be
Will
quiet.
Smith. I'm a Will Smith.
He's okay to me, and no one can disagree with me. He is the greatest actor from turn musical to film actor.
One of them.
No, well, Mark Wahlberg is another one.
Frank Sinatra.
Who?
Frank Sinatra.
No, Will Smith beats him.
What's
But
next
anyways,
on the list? We gotta keep this going.
Yeah,
Now we got top five worst. Got the top five worst. Number 5. This is the most disappointing movie of the year. I was excited because I love this genre so much, but then I saw who was writing. I was like, oh shit, don't suck, and it sucked. Everything. This was my most
Yeah, that
disappointing
one's
movie.
pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Here's, like I saar why I didn't do the review for it. What to some extent, why did it suck? The chemistry between the two main leads was awful.
Yeah.
Garbage writing, stupid acting of an awkwardness, and not only that, the ending made this movie a complete waste of fucking time.
Exactly. And the boyfriend had no character. Nothing. All he is hey, I just moved in and already I have the hots for you.
Okay, remember the sequence where she's wearing this yellow like swimsuit, and like she's like looking at herself like, oh my god, my boobs are big in this thing, in a way, and they're like looking at each other so fucking awkwardly. And she's like, I was like, okay, I'll let you get back in the dressing room. And what does she do? She still keeps the fucking swimsuit. I'm like, okay, you were worried because you have your big tits were about to pop out of your goddamn swimsuit. Yeah, you're still fucking wearing the son of a bitch.
All right. Anyways, that's my number 5. Some of the worst dialogue of the year. Like,
Christine
such
says,
as-
I see I didn't miss anything. No one took their shirt off. Oh, well, I would, but my camera doesn't work for shit.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, geez.
And,
45 likes. I
worst-
guess I'll take mine off, even though it's absolutely
worst-
cold in here.
some of the worst dialogue, including "Love can't kill me, Ma." What the fuck was that shit?
No, thinking is overrated.
Yeah, I hate that too. That's my second worst dialogue in the movie. And okay, and that's my number 5. Number 4, even though everything is a way more disappointing film, this one I was looking forward to, because even though the trailer did not look good at all, I didn't care about the trailer because all I care about who's behind the movie and who stars in it. That's enough to get me excited. I don't care about how stupid the trailer is. That film is Snatched.
All right. I wasn't the only one to put this on their worst list. Wonderful.
Thank you. I applaud you. Fuck this movie. Jonathan Levine, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the 2 reasons why I was looking forward to it. Number 1, Jonathan Levine directing. 50-50, Warm Bodies, and Night Before. Funny movies, even though.
Oh, I love them.
Comedy drama, but still funny film nonetheless. Number 2, it stars Amy Schumer, who starred in my favorite comedy of 2015, Trainwreck. And
she wrote the movie too, which blew my mind because it was a well-written romance drama. Like the only problem I had with it was too long. Other than that was a great return for Judd Apatow. What the fuck was this shit?
And I guess the only reason why I look forward to Amy Schumer films is I guess, because Amy Schumer did not write Snatch. I'm only looking forward to Amy Schumer films if she's writing. She's only funny when she writes.
Dude, well, okay, hold on a second. And this movie contains the worst fucking line of the year. Oh, what happened to your arm? Did you try to kill yourself because you're so ugly?
That was
what the fuck?
I don't know what to say about that, man.
I'm all for mean-spirited humor. Like,
dude, that's just fucking deplorable. And it's obviously he had a tattoo on his arm. And what did she say before? And the guy's like, "Hey, is that tattoo on your lower back finish?" You know? Wait. Wait. Snatch was only good for one character. The character got killed off, and the movie didn't recover after that. The whole fucking movie is garbage, dude. There's not one single redeeming quality towards it. What are you talking about?
The whole thing was a shit fest.
I hate Amy Schumer's brother in the movie. He was fucking.
Oh, the fucking mama's boy, Jesus! And how many times he calls the fucking FBI in this movie? Another R-rated.
He's the only funny character I like in the movie because of how he makes his comebacks.
It was all retarded.
This is why I fucking hated that FBI guy. This is another R-rated trope. The FBI, the police, the law enforcement are fucking useless.
Yeah, man.
And Amy Schumer.
Oh, go to this destination. Otherwise, we can't help you. Hang up the phone. Fuck you.
And Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn have as much of a mother-daughter chemistry as much as Melissa McCarthy and Susan Sarandon and Tammy. They have zero chemistry in this movie.
Oh, that's another movie I give a 0 to.
You want to know what this movie did to me? I'm sure everybody's self-aware, but this movie put me in a vegetated state.
And Amy Schumer is not only one of the biggest stupidest characters, she's just a fucking idiot. Yeah, I want to book a trip to a country in South America that I have never did any research or don't have any knowledge or any sense of what goes on down there, and it's non-refundable.
I don't know what the fuck.
Fuck this movie, dude.
This is a terrible comedy.
Oh no, it's
terrible is like an understatement. But what's the next one? We gotta keep this going.
All right.
My number three, as bad as Snatch was, this is the worst comedy of the year. How this movie fucking enraged me, pisses me off.
Oh, I know what it is.
Insanity. Number 3 is Baywatch.
Oh, you poor bastard.
That was my number 6.
Or as I like to call it, I hate to bring up an overused meme, but I call it Gay Watch.
Oh,
no, I do call it Baywatch, BAE, because it was total shit. That's a different language. Oh, fucking really?
This is the worst film that The Rock has starred in, and I know The Rock has some talent, but he keeps picking these terrible scripts that don't allow him to showcase his talents just as much as he showcases his muscles.
You know what? What he does to train to get that big and everything, it's fucking crazy. However, fuck you, Rock, for your goddamn stupid narcissistic bullshit.
Especially how he was defending and whatnot. It's pathetic.
And I'm not going to say any names, but one person actually bought the movie on Blu-ray only because of Kelly Robark.
Beaver Boy.
Oh, no. I'm so used to Brett buying Blu-rays. Yeah. Beavers. Yeah, the angry beavers, but he's more of like a fucking messed up
Wait,
beaver.
What's the worst movie with The Rock? No, it's either The Game Plan or worse, Southland Tales. Southland Tales is the worst, followed by The Game Plan.
I despise The Game Plan.
I hate... Okay, here's the thing with Kelly Robark. She is barely in the movie, and when she is in the movie, she doesn't have anything to do with it. And
all she does is just shakes her tits and shakes her ass and whatnot. No, this movie's called Dick and Balls Joke the Movie.
Oh.
and for some stupid reason, she has the hots for this one middle-aged perverted man who
gets
got his dick stuck in the table and
that went on, dude. This dick joke went on for like 5-10 minutes.
It wasn't funny.
it was absolutely fucking garbage. Baywatch, you might think I'm insane, but I'm going as far as say Baywatch is up there with Dirty Grandpa, Jack and Jill, Ridiculous 6, Grown Ups 2, and Movie 43 as one of the worst comedies I've ever fucking witnessed.
I don't blame you.
I fucking hate Baywatch with a passion.
Oh, The Rock's like, oh, you critics have an easy life. You just sit down and watch a movie. I'm just like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
That's like me saying, oh yeah, Rock, what you did in the WWE, it's all fake and generic, and you're just doing simulating fine. You're a pussy. That's how it sounds like. Fuck that guy, dude.
This is an awful film. My number two, I wouldn't call, well, I guess I could say this is a comedy that's worse than Baywatch, but with this sort of thing, it's a subgenre. I guess it was a subgenre. That with Baywatch, it's a main genre is comedy, so that's the worst comedy of the year. This, however, is not only the worst anime movie of the year, but it's the worst anime film I've ever fucking seen, and it's one of the worst movies I've ever fucking witnessed. Number 2 is the goddamn Emoji Movie.
Oh, that piece of shit.
You know that infamous video from years ago where some guy's World of Warcraft password was changed.
Yeah, he's like, fucking Blizzard shit, and he's getting all pissed. I fucking laughed my ass off at that video.
That is
Jesus,
Christmas. When he was yelling, fuck, that is exactly how I felt after the movie was over.
I'll have to show you that video afterwards, Gary. It is fucking hysterical.
That was literally my reaction after the movie was over, because how much that movie pissed me off with its terrible writing and its awful generic characters and just some bland animation.
You poor baby.
And like this is what I said. When your movie starts off with a Hotel Transylvania short, and like I said, it's Adam Sandler. When your movie starts out with an Adam Sandler short, and I laughed at that, you're laughed with this, you know something's wrong with you. You know what's wrong with you.
Well, because that was with legendary animator Genndy Tartakovsky, and I actually had some actual humor to it and some clever jokes. The Emoji Movie, what
had some of the easiest jokes ever, and it's not just phone jokes, but other jokes too.
A lot of people say High Five was the worst. No, to me, the worst was the fucking villain.
Oh my god, she is so...
Oh, she wanted me to fucking just blow my brains out.
Pure utter shit.
Patrick Stewart, what you were wasted, man. What the hell, Patrick? Seriously, he
goes from delivering one of the greatest performances of the year to becoming a shit emoji.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, and speaking of which, that moment where Patrick Stewart was like, "Oh and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah. And you know the sad thing is it's not even my worst anime film of the year. Mine's The Boss Baby.
It's my worst animated film of the year. The Emoji Movie.
The Emoji Movie is a fucking train wreck of animation, and it makes Northern the North look like Pixar. Yeah, I'm going that fucking far. It's worse than it's not only worse than the Emoji Movie. It's worse than Strange Magic. It's worse than Ice Age Collision Course.
Bullshit!
It's worse than Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15.
Nothing's worse than fucking Ice Age 5. No way.
It's even worse than 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay, you're full of shit. You're so full of shit. I'm sorry, you're full of shit. That movie, okay, you know why that movie's even worse? Because it just the way it showcases the Hebrew community and how it's showcased is deplorable.
Yeah.
Fuck the Emoji Movie. Like, if I ever, I'm not even planning on having kids, but if I have a kid, I'm not gonna. If my kid gets into serious trouble, like does something that's punishable, I'm not gonna spank him. No. But
I like being spanked.
To his room, but I'm not gonna send him to his room. And I was like, "Here, I have a Blu-ray that I wasted money on just for you. This is your punishment. Here, enjoy."
I'm sorry. Fucking Ice Age 5 makes Emoji Movie look like Wreck-It Ralph.
You can spank me.
By the way, Gary.
What?
Go to that. What I just sent you. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, let me see this bullshit while you guys keep talking.
No, you keep talking because I know Brett's got a lot to say about his number one.
Okay, yeah, my number one. Okay. To all you thinking that you know me with action movies, okay? Like I like the genre. I don't consider it one of my favorites. And you think I just dislike Michael Bay movies because I don't like action movies? Fuck you. You know what my favorite action movie of all time is? It's called fucking Die Hard. You know why Die Hard is my favorite action of all time? Because that had characters I could care for, like John McClane. Bruce Willis gives a realistic and believable and convincing performance as John McClane. The reason why that movie is so great is not just because of how well directed the action scenes are, it's because of how John McClane was written in the movie. It's called character development.
There's a reason why you need to have these 4 aspects to make an action classic. You have Gary. You need to have a fantastic hero. You need to have an awesome villain. You need to have an engaging story, and you need to have memorable set pieces. Films like The Matrix, Die Hard, Aliens, Terminator 2, they do that.
Mad Max
Fury Road, that's another great one. Skyfall, one of my favorites.
Skyfall, like okay, so I do like action movies. However, I can't fucking stand directors who make them poorly, like Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, Olivia Megaton, McGee.
McJizz.
McJizz. Wait, I'm trying to think who else. Oh God.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
He's arguably the worst.
No, The Dark Knight is more like a crime drama. MC Deadpool.
No, well, dude, it's got so many different elements into one, and they mix it all work. Yeah,
right,
he's changing the password.
The fucking Transformers films. Okay, the first one was passable. The rest,
no, I think it's shit. Dude, go back and watch it. It's the same shit, dude.
And the real defense that people can come up with these fucking movies, the sequels in particular, is, hey, give them a break. They're just popcorn movies. Okay, fuck you.
Fuck you. That's like saying, oh, Emoji Movie, give it a rest because it's a kid's film.
Okay, you want me to give you some examples of popcorn movies? Even some I like, others I don't like. Okay. Here's some examples of popcorn movies. You got the Fast and the Furious films. You got Independence Day. And you got probably my favorite popcorn movie of all time, Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hell yes. That movie, that is like the Room of action movies.
With Commando, here's the thing. With Commando, it doesn't take itself seriously.
That's Suburban Commando, you dumb shit.
It knows what it is. That movie knows what it is, with all of Arnold's corny one-liners like, lay off some steam, Bennett. and how charismatic.
This is my week on.
How charismatic. Please excuse my friend. He is dead tired. And how charismatic Arnold is. With the Transformers sequels, they're not popcorn movies. You want to know why? Because they have no idea what they want to be. At first, they seem like, asshole. Oh, we're big, popcorn, big action films. Look at all these explosions and Autobots fighting. Yet, at times, for the most part, they take themselves seriously because they try to have these complex stories that I don't give 2 fucks about.
Fuck you, asshole.
Wow.
And The Last Night is no exception. This is the worst film in the Transformers series, and this is the worst film of the year. And I'm just going as far as say this is the worst film I've seen all day.
I don't know. I think Transformers 2 is probably the worst. Yeah, I would say the second one's probably the worst one.
That is a fucking terrible film. And with Transformers 5, this is why I consider it to be the worst film of the decade. Because as with other films I fucking despise, like Jack and Jill, and The Ridiculous Six, and Movie 43, and The Goddamn Choice. At first, The Choice was the worst film of the decade. But here's the thing, though. With these other films I mentioned, at least they have they have a plot synopsis, very terrible plot synopsis, mind you, but plot synopsis nonetheless. With Transformers: The Last Night, it has no synopsis because there are so many things happening. It doesn't know what its main focus is about, and if quite frankly, doesn't even care what it wants to be about.
Bruh.
And what's worse is the movie had characters that I could give two fucks about. And what's worse is there's this climactic scene where these characters are in so much peril. There's this overly dramatic music playing that tries to make me care for these characters. I'm just myself, go
A
fuck
14-year-old
yourself.
girl who's overly sexualized and she's fucking useless.
Very sad.
Go fuck yourselves. Why do you want me to care for these characters? Because you never gave any time to make me care for these characters. Because you wasted everything on pointless action sequences that drag on. You wasted on stupid comedy.
Retarded C-3PO.
Oh, fucking Steve Buscemi, he was wasted. And you waste it all on pointless slow motion scenes. Like there's one slow motion shot where Mark Wahlberg's just carrying the little girl, and they're just walking. I was like, why is it shot in slow motion? They're just walking. They're just fucking walking. And Anthony Hopkins talking about the fucking Arthurian legend, and you're comparing it to today's society. How Mark Wahlberg is like some sort of fucking ancestor. Fuck you.
Oh, I will say this though. I will say this though, is that Anthony Hopkins has the most unintentionally hilarious fucking scene of the year. I already went over it.
Easily.
I already said everything that needs to be said about this guy. Oh, and there was this one little plot hole that really, really caught me off guard. It's like when this one Autobahn beginning was dying, he was giving Mark Wahlberg the talisman, and he's like, use this. Keep this talisman with you. It will protect you at all costs. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, shouldn't it protect you as well? Because you have the talisman yourself and you're fucking dead. So, do you mean, I think what he meant to say was, the talisman will protect you when it feels like it. That's how fucking poorly written and poorly directed this movie is. Michael Fuckface, go fuck yourself. This movie just proves why you're my least favorite director working today, and the fact that you knew you were making shit and you don't care just goes to show how fucking incapable of a director you are. So
Problem is, he can make a movie if he wants to. He just doesn't.
Right, and I remember when Michael Bay said this, I was like, oh, you are a fucking asshole. When he said this, go ahead, hate on my movies. At least I'm getting good pay out of this. I was like,
that's exactly what Dennis Douchebag said too. And retaliating to critics hating Adam Sandler, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well fuck you, critics." You know, he's like, "You don't know how hard he works, how funny he is, and we make a lot of money." Yeah, Dennis Douchebag pulled that same shit.
And of course, you can't forget the one thing about Michael Bay is the press conference, the Samsung Galaxy press conference, where he just walked off stage.
I don't. What are you talking about?
Well, to promote Transformers: Age of Extinction, now Michael Bay was invited to a Samsung press conference, and he was making his speech, and he stumbled. He kept on stumbling. He was supposed to be there for a long time, but he was only on there for a minute. He walked off stage because he was stumbling on his sentences and his wording. And
yeah, stick to music videos. I'll be right back. I don't know what you can do after this, but I gotta blow my nose and stuff. Be right back.
The point being, though, Transformers Last Night, fuck you. You're the worst movie of the year. I didn't even give it a rating because how much I fucking hated this movie. I hate it. But anyways, now all that out of the way, I got my best and worst of the summer out of the way. I'd like to go over, some of my top 5 most and least anticipated movies of the fall. And I'm going to go over these as quickly as I can. I'm not going to go over honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions because if I did, we'd be here all night. So let's start with the top 5 best of the most anticipated. My number 5, Gary.
What? What?
This is got done talking about the summer films. Now I'm talking about my most and least anticipated movies of the fall. Quickly.
Oh, wait, let me see what time we're in. Okay, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I fell asleep a little. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh.
But go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jerome, I'm just gonna go these quickly. Top 5 most anticipated movies of the rest of the year, the fall. My number 5 is my most anticipated movie, my most anticipated anime movie of the year, and that is My Little Pony.
Why does that not surprise me coming from you since you are a pony guy?
A brony, Gary, a brony.
A brownie. I like brownies.
Brony. Jesus.
Yes, you are a jabroni.
The animation in the trailer looks fucking great. It looks so different from the TV series. It's 2D animation blending so well with 3D animation in the background. It looks fucking amazing. I cannot wait to see it. And Emily Blunt looks like a great villain. In fact, she looks like a way more intimidating villain than Queen Chrysalis and Principal Finch.
Oh, give me a moment. I gotta go masturbate. I mean, take a shit.
Oh, fuck you. And my number 4 most anticipated movie of the year is Alexander Payne's Downsizing.
Alexander Payne, I have mixed reactions with him. Some of his films are just like really, but some of them are really good.
My favorite one is Sideways. That's my favorite Alexander Payne film.
$1 Million Baby deserved it. I'm sorry, Brett.
I don't know too much about. Also, you got Alexander Payne, and you got a big cast like Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, Christoph Waltz, Jason Sudeikis, Alec Baldwin, and Bruce Willis has seen the movie too. Before I read the cast, and before I read the movie, has gotten really great reviews. And I read Scott Manzel didn't like the film that much, but everyone else does. I'm really excited for Downsizing.
Scott Manzel, like I said, I've been almost on par with him throughout the summer, but I remember last year I was just like, where is he coming from?
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, but yeah, this year I've been pretty much neck and neck with him, and everything he said for the summer films, he was spot on. So,
number 4 is Alexander Payne's Downsizing. My number 3 most anticipated movie of the year, Denis Villeneuve.
I guess you like boring shit.
Not quite, because if I did not like Prisoners, Enemy, and Sicario and Arrival, I would be bored. But I was entertained by all those movies. Yes, Auburn. I love Nebraska. But anyways, Blade Runner 2049. I saw the new trailer. Well, the trailer. I fucking love the trailer so much.
I did too, but then I realized I was dreaming of a better trailer because I fell asleep.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I fucking can't stand Denis Villeneuve.
It's Villeneuve, not Villeneuve, as I keep telling.
Numb. Villeneuve, because I went numb.
But I'm really excited for Blade Runner 2049, and this is like one of Roger Deakins' best-looking films. Like probably his top 3 best-looking films.
I still think his best-looking film is Skyfall.
That's up there. I think Shawshank Redemption is his best.
Oh, Prisoners. Film. That's another good one.
And what about the Shawshank Redemption? I think that's his best-looking film.
Oh, shit, that's right. He did do that one too. Oh, you know what? No, I take that back. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption up there with Skyfall.
Oh yeah, but I am really excited. It's Villeneuve, not Nuve, Cougar. Villeneuve. I watch her in interviews. It's
Vanilla.
Villeneuve. No. But anyways, that's my number 3, Blade Runner 2049. My number 2.
Oh, I'm taking pictures of that.
It's my most anticipated movie of this month. Darren motherfucking Aronofsky.
Motherfucker. You be quiet, Deadpool, dickhead. Yes, motherfucker. I call him motherfucker because I just, it's just funny that way. It doesn't mean I'm bashing it. Early praise saying that this movie is phenomenal.
Well, from one guy who was on Food Network, I believe. My Mother looks like a fucking great film. Could be one of Darren Aronofsky's best films. I'm a huge fan of Darren Aronofsky. I love Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, I do too. Minus The Fountain. I love it.
And you got a great cast. You got Jennifer Lawrence, you got Javier Bardem, you got Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer looking intimidating in the movie. Michelle Pfeiffer. I cannot wait to see what Darren Aronofsky does with this project and see them do a psychological horror film. That gets me even more excited. I cannot wait for this.
I wonder
movie.
if he can top Black Swan, which is I think his best work.
Oh, for me, it's Requiem for a Dream because that movie made me cry.
Requiem for a Dream, I can understand, but unlike Requiem for a Dream, what Black Swan, that film made you realize psychotic he expressed psychology in a physical matter, and it made sense, and that is something that was just like, wow. It's like you can understand why Natalie Portman, has to go to these deep dark paths in order to become the Black Swan.
I think she gave the best female performance of the decade,
and I can agree with you on that. She's one of them. She's fucking tremendous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Sam Cougar. Black Swan, aka the movie the Neon Seaman ripped off.
I think they're both great.
Hey, Nicholas Winding, pretentious Winding Refn.
There you go, Winding Refn. There you go.
I gotta wind my clock back. Someone did it better. His name is Darren Aronofsky. Oh, and motherfuck, I'm more an asswipe for talking shit about Darren Aronofsky because you know what? I'm more an asswipe. You're a real cocksucker.
Yeah.
He really is. And the reason why he blames why some people in the film critic circle that he was in don't like him because he pulled the race card. Fuck him, dude. He's a deplorable piece of shit. So you're number uno. I know what it is.
One. All I have to do is hold up these Blu-rays, and you can guess what my number one is.
I agree with the. Wait, what's the one on the left? The left.
Magnolia, his best film.
Magnolia. Okay. The two in the middle, I would pick easily.
Have you seen Magnolia, Jerome?
Actually, no.
This for me is his best film, and it's also Tom Cruise's best performance. Who I'm still pissed has
Born on the 4th of July.
I'm still pissed lost the Oscar to Michael Caine.
Oh, for the Cider House Rules. No. I told you should have fucking won, dude.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan, man.
My top three best supporting actors who should have won over Michael Caine are Tom Cruise, Michael Clark Duncan, and Haley Joel Osment.
Yep, I agree 100%. I'm sorry, Michael Caine, as much as I love you, that Oscar was not yours.
Well, to be quite fair, he gave Oscar nomination worthy performances, but win performances.
The best? No, hell no. How many people are still talking about Michael Clark Duncan?
A lot of people. And Haley Joel Osment.
For The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Masterpiece film. Oh, wait, Paul Thomas Anderson was good until the fucking Master. Masturbator, thank you. I can't stand the Master.
I fucking love the Master. I fucking love the
I know
Master.
you do. Wait, worst Die Hard sequel? The fifth one, as you were.
Anyways, the only film I didn't really like of his is Inherent Vice because I thought the writing.
Oh God!
Good.
My name is Joe. Inherent Vice. That should have been nominated for Best Picture. Fuck off.
Yeah, and I'm still upset that the movie was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay over.
That pisses me the fuck. Yeah, but Gone Girl wasn't.
Yeah, that really upsets me. I'm like, okay, you nominated Paul Thomas Anderson for Inherent Vice, but not the Master. Fucking. But anyways, Phantom Thread is my number one most anticipated movie of the year. Why? Because you have a There'll Be Blood reunion. Paul Thomas Anderson and Daniel Day-Lewis in his final performance, and I hope he goes out with a bang with this one.
And the funny thing is, Gary and I were watching the final act of There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis and Paul Dano, which is one of the greatest fucking movie scenes in history.
Speaking of which, I can't watch. Thanks to all of you fuckers and you fuckers in the chat, I can't watch that last scene the same way ever again.
What, Paul? There Will Be Blood?
Yeah, the last scene in the movie, I can't watch it the same way ever again thanks to you fuckers.
Why? What happened?
My straw reaches across.
Oh fuck! Oh, I drink it up. You know what the best is, dude? Gary and I caught this. Okay, when he's throwing those fucking bowling balls at him, we watched it in slow motion. When he threw the first bowling ball, it hits Paul Daniels' foot and it ricochets off his foot into the other lane.
Oh, really?
You have to rewatch it, dude. It hits his foot. He's like, "Ow, shit!" You know, Paul Daniels like, it actually hurt his foot. And how we were cracking up because you have a fucking 16-pound bowling ball that Daniel Blankenship is just chucking, hurling at him, and it runs over his goddamn foot.
Oh man,
That was funny, mad shit. That's
But
like
yeah,
that's like one of the greatest scenes in history. Is that sequence in There Will Be Blood? Unbelievable.
oh yeah, I fucking love it. And so yeah, Phantom Thread is and by the way, I'm gonna order Inherent Vice and Punch Drunk Love off Amazon because I'm planning on doing like a review of all of
Oh, I
the
love Punch Drunk Love. That's one of Adam Sandler's best roles.
because Paul Thomas Anderson is my second favorite director behind Scorsese. How much he influenced me, how much he left an impact, and I always watched the behind the scenes documentary of Magnolia. Fucking love it.
Now onto
Now
your
to my least.
onto your worst. Oh no, your least.
Um,
Oh, by the way,
my-
CA Cougar's right. Where the fuck is Star Wars?
in my honorable mentions.
You sack of monkey shit.
There's just so many movies I'm looking forward to this year. I can't put them all in there.
Star Wars.
Oh, speaking of which, fuck you, eBay seller.
Ah.
But anyway, it's a long
Okay.
story, guys. It's a long story. But anyways, my least anticipated. Okay, my number 5. I haven't seen the first one, but really, this is getting a sequel. Number 5 is Boo 2: A Medea Halloween. Okay,
That was originally my number 5, but thanks to Lucas, he reminded me. My number 5, Richard Dicklicker.
that's my honorable mentions of my most.
Oh my God, Oscar Bakelor. Yeah.
Anyways, back to Boo 2. Okay,
Oh God.
here's what I have to say about the fucking Medea films. Okay, wait,
They're
what
all-
can I say? What can I
They're
say about
fucking garbage.
Okay, here's what I'm going to make a comparison here. Now we can all agree Adam Sandler is worse than Tyler Perry, but here
No, Tyler Perry is like Happy Madison Fucktard if it took place in the hood.
here's the thing though.
That's exactly
With
what it
Adam
is.
Sandler-
Fucking garbage.
With Adam Sandler, even though a lot of his jokes in his recent films are fucking terrible, here's the thing: at least Adam Sandler tries doing something with these jokes, even though they're executed horribly. With Tyler Perry,
Something with these jokes.
well, okay. With Tyler Perry, he barely does anything. His movies, okay, this is a rare thing I ever say about comedy movies, but with the Medea films, they're not so bad that they're cringeworthy. They're so bad because they're fucking boring. Tyler Perry doesn't do anything. The
And
only
here's-
joke in all of these movies is just, hey, I'm wearing my Nana's clothes.
And here's the thing: all the characters are fucking obnoxious. And not only that, Boo 1, the movie. Here's what the movie was: arguing, and more arguing. It was nonstop fucking filler filled with pointless argument that was stupid. And the fact that he's worth $600 million.
I know. And okay,
Yeah, I'm not
Tyler
going to
Perry.
screen my film for critics because fuck critics. I don't like critics and it costs too much money to screen for critics. Fuck you. You are $600 million. Don't give me that lame shit.
Cheap bastard. And okay, Tyler
Yes.
Perry, you want to know something that did something similar to what you're doing, but actually did something with it instead of just, hey, I'm wearing my Nana's clothes. It's called
What I miss?
Eddie Murphy. It's called Eddie Murphy and the Nutty Professor. Watch that.
The original. Yeah, the original is really funny.
You guys
with
still on
Jerry
the,
Lewis, with Jerry Lewis.
still in the most anticipated.
No, we're on the worst. We're on the worst. I know, we're moving it along.
All right, least anticipated. But yeah, Boo 2: Medea Halloween is my number 5. My
Boo!
number 4. My number 4 least anticipated is a fucking remake, Eli Roth's Death Wish.
That was also my number 4, dude.
Here's
Okay,
what I'm
Gary.
saying. It's not just because Eli Roth is Jordan, but because it looks like your everyday Bruce Willis movie.
Dude, it's Eli Roth. You are a fucking hack. You are pathetic. You're garbage. Oh, women will like my movie, Knock Knock. How about you go suck a fucking cactus dick?
Death Wish looks like a generic as hell Bruce Willis movie, directed by Eli Roth. It looks so goddamn
Oh,
boring.
wait, Romy say Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Death Wish is my number 4 Eli Roth movie and generic Bruce Willis movie. It's my number 4. My number 3. My number 3. God, I just get the whole thing. I forgot my number 3. Jesus Christ. But I guess I could move on to my number 1.
Wait, number 3 and number 2. Okay, well, let me help you out here. Bad Moms 2.
No, I sent them to you on your messenger, Jerome. On Messenger.
Okay, hold on.
I sent them to you.
Wait a minute. Wait, yeah, you did. Hold on a minute. Where the hell are you? Hold on, come on. Find it. Okay, here we go. I got it right here. Number 3. No, here's what your number 4 was. Your number 4 was not here. It was this. But you can make this as your number 3.
Okay.
It was that one.
Yeah, what was it?
I need some fucking food in my stomach.
Happy Death Day.
Oh, yeah, Happy Death Day. Forgot about that. Happy Death Day. Okay, it looks like an original concept, though. But the thing is, though, what I really don't like is who's behind the goddamn movie. And it's the director of
the marked ones.
The marked one.
Which is horrible, and Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse, some bullshit. I've never seen it.
I've only saw bits and pieces of it. It's always stupid as it is. But Happy Death Day, it looks like an original concept, but it's the director that really distracted me from thinking that this could be good.
The only good thing about the Mark ones was the Simon game. That's it. That was the only really redeeming part about the movie.
But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Number 2. What's my number 2, Jerome?
Number 2. Originally you have 4 Happy Death Day, 3 Death Wish, but same difference. Number 2, same kind of different as me. I never even heard of this movie.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, same kind of. You know what Pure Flix is?
Pure Flix.
The same dummies who gave us God's Not Dead 1 and 2.
Oh shit! Those fuckers.
Okay. I just want to be real quick here. Okay, I was born and raised as a Christian, and I'm a Christian, and we tend to read the Bible. However, here's the thing, though. I hate religious films because of how they're made. Not because... And I get some Christians, telling to me, why don't you like it? If you're a Christian, why aren't you looking forward to it?
Because they're manipulative.
It's just spread the word
and they're preachy. They're manipulative and they're preachy. That's why.
I don't care how much they're spreading the word of God, how much they're praising God. I'm looking at this movie on its own, and it looks fucking terrible.
Look at Christine said, yeah, Gary.
Yeah, I can feel it.
God, you're making me jealous, Gary.
And same kind of difference.
I'm just sitting here.
I'm just messing with you, Gary. Come on.
I know. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, dude. Wait.
John Voight, Renee Zellweger, and Greg Kinnear, and Jimon Hansu. You got this cast, and I saw the trailer, and Jerome, take a guess what kind of role Jimon Hansu is playing in a film like this.
Jimon Hans?
Yeah, Jimon Hansu. Guess what kind of role he's playing in this movie?
Some asshole.
He's playing the magical, African American type of character you see in these sort of spiritual films.
Oh
like Will Smith in Legend of Bagger Vallance. Like Will Smith in Legend of
like your guidance, like your that magnificent one. Yeah, I fucking get it.
Oh
my word. Playing that type of role, and the trailer looks very manipulative. It looks absolutely terrible. It was gonna release in February, but then got pushed to. But it keeps getting pushed. It keeps getting pushed back. It keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah, and normally for a film that does that, that leads to bad news.
Right, yeah, and I put God's Not Dead 2 as my number 3 worst of 2016 because of how fucking terrible the writing is.
I saw the first one. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking bother. It wasn't even on my radar either. Your number one. Oh, this was also
Austin's
the
number
Tripod's number one as well.
My number 1 is
9/11.
when I first saw the thumbnail on the YouTube video, I was like, is this supposed to be some sick comedy with bad taste? And then I saw the trailer, listen to this music, and you got Whoopi Goldberg, and I was like, I'm supposed to take this seriously?
I'm just laughing at what Christine said. Yeah, it's filled with comedic characters, and I'm just like, and the worst thing about that trailer was the final scene.
It looks like it's in bad taste. It looks like it's in horrible taste. I'm really not looking forward to it. And here's the thing, I'm all for putting Charlie Sheen in the movie because I know Charlie Sheen could be a talented actor despite his fucking terrible reputation, but why would you think that this would be a movie to revive Charlie Sheen?
I don't know.
It looks like it's just putting Charlie Sheen in a more deeper hole.
And yeah, and Charlie Sheen has done some great shit in the past, but oh boy.
My favorite war movie of all time, Platoon.
Platoon.
Mm.
Fucking great movie. Goddamn right it is.
9/11 looks fucking garbage. It's
Yeah.
my number 1 least anticipated for the rest of the fall. And I'm sorry if I'm dragging this whole thing out. Gary or Jerome. Gary, who goes next?
I was supposed to go next. He has the main event.
I had topics, but I'm only doing the main event. Fuck it.
All right. So as my stuff now, just to prevent time, I'm gonna go over half of them. I had 2 movie news that I want to go over, but I'm gonna save them for next week's episode just in case. Now I'm gonna go over 2 announcements and 3 lists.
Hey, look.
Anyways,
Hey, look who's back.
who?
Luke Nukem.
Oh, welcome back, Lukey Poo. Welcome back. All right. So anyways,
Lukey Boo Boo.
Lukey Boo Boo. Anyways, here are my topics that I got. Now, 2 announcements for you all. Since the show managed to get up to 41 likes, Jesus, criminy Christmas. I promised in the least and most anticipated films for the fall and winter, pretty much the rest of the year. And in this one, that I would tell you all an announcement of a new segment coming to the show, not weekly, but it'll be a special occasion to an extent. Is Slideshow Romy happy? Fuck, I forgot all about that.
Well, I got the survey says that's gonna be more.
Yeah. So, anyways, here is what I got in store. Now, me and Tully, we were just talking one day, just normal bullshit conversations about literally about nothing, just nonsense talk. And then all of a sudden, I was just sitting. What?
Like a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, like a Seinfeld episode. So basically, I was just sitting here minding my own business, and all of a sudden, a crazy idea pops into my head. And that idea was, you know what? The show Flicks with the Dick should have a game and whatnot. And I was thinking, I wonder if we can do an adaptation of true or false relating to movies. You know, you posting it,
Like,
different variety. Doesn't matter what year, what decade at all.
I'll make a statement and base anything involving movies, and you have to guess whether it's true or false. But
True or
I'm just like,
false.
yeah, but I don't like it. True. Whoa.
What happened?
Feedback.
Well, there's no feedback here.
I hear
Sorry,
it.
I don't hear anything.
Hold on. Let me see. Okay, it's gone now.
All right.
Except I was trying to think of a clever name, you know, because to me, the title of the name.
True or
fits.
false is too
So
generic.
I'm just like thinking, it's like, hold on, let me think. I was like, okay, false. I'll call that bullshit. And then I'm just thinking, oh, what would work? And I was trying to think of, you know, like a source in my head, words that mean fact or anything.
Legit.
I got the name. Legit or bullshit.
So we both agreed on the title and the concept of the game. And next week's episode of Flicks, episode 22, the game's going to be debuting in that episode. So,
Yep, legit
for that.
or bullshit.
and fun factor is, it's an interactive game, so everyone in the chat can play along too, get some pointers as well.
They can kind of
Oh,
interact with Survey Says too later. But
Oh yeah, oh yes. But anyways, as for my next announcement, now this is a plan I had for next month, since we are on the road to WrestleMania. Well, should I say Networkamania, which is Las Vegas. So basically, from there, pretty much I'm gonna have my own Royal Rumble 2 away. I am going to be, even though I said I was gonna do 1980s summer movie, but I started working and whatnot, and I lost track of time. But now, since I'm not working and whatnot, and I have all the time in the world, this is a promise that I will do. I will write another fucking IOU on that wall so I can do it. So, anyways, 31 Days of Halloween Movie Mayhem. This is an inspiration that I got from Miss Lauren herself, Wonder Woman, and I got so inspired with the idea, I want to do it myself. Instead, I probably will not be dressing up. Why? Because I don't dress in drag really well.
And speaking of Wonder Woman, I mean, Lauren is a better actor than Gal Gadot.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Okay, motherfucker. I want to see you kill some. Okay, I'm hearing the feedback again.
I don't
Hold
hear
on.
no feedback.
Well, I don't know where it's going. Okay, I want to see you be fucking pregnant and go through no man's land. That's what I thought. You
I
shut
can
up.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
your
here's the
skinny,
thing.
bony ass.
I'll run
Well-
through it like I'm Andrew Garfield from Hacksaw Ridge.
But here's the thing, though, Luke. You're a guy.
Okay, I'll admit that. That was pretty funny.
But yes, as for the 31 Days of Halloween Movie Mayhem, I shall announce to you all some of the movies I will be reviewing. Not in this order, but just a good bundle of them. Let's just say for the 31 movies, okay, Halloween Day, I'm reviewing Halloween, of course.
Of course.
All right, as from 1 to 30, here are the films. Nightmare on Elm Street, the original.
Yes.
Creepy.
Yeah, fuck the remake.
Creatures of the Black Lagoon, 1954.
Good one.
Classic.
Dracula,
The Bela Lugosi. Fuck you.
1931.
May he rest in peace.
1931 Dracula. Cabin in the Woods. The Wasp Woman, 1959. The Shining, 1980.
Greatest horror
My,
film
all, my all-time favorite horror film of this decade, The Conjuring. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1931.
Not the video game.
You gotta have, fuck. You gotta have an original pioneer of horror, Nosferatu, 1922, the original.
Brett, you look like Nosferatu.
Frankenstein?
No, Brett looks like Nosferatu. But anyways, you're gonna have the Indestructible Man from 1956, the Invisible Man from 1933, the Wolf Man from 1941,
The what, Gary?
the
The
Wolf Man. Then you got the Fog from 1980.
The Fog!
That's right, Tommy. The Fog. It's called the Fog. The Fog.
I'm taking like 5 pictures right there.
The
That was
Fog,
John
dude.
Carpenter's movie.
Yep.
Better than
Next
the
up.
remake.
Oh, fuck the
Oh, yeah.
remake.
Next up, The Return of the Living Dead, 1985.
One of the best zombie movies ever. Fucking
Next
love
up, this one's gonna be one of my hardest sit-throughs. Why? Because I get scared easily with this one because it's brilliant, but still, The Exorcist.
I can
How's
get
the-
through that.
it. Okay,
Oh,
I will say this. There's a movie, and Luke Nukem, don't say it out loud, but that's to say Luke Nukem's going to agree with me. There's a film I cannot believe you have not said yet.
Well, you may
One
not
of
know,
one of
but
them I love to death.
It's one of the greatest.
There's 3.
well,
Frankenstein's
it's-
one of them.
Shut the
No.
fuck up.
No.
No, it's
That's
one of the
guilty pleasure.
greatest horror films of all time.
What?
The
The
Descent.
Descent
You may never know if I'm gonna
And-
say that or not.
and the 1931 Frankenstein.
You
That
may never-
and Bride of Frankenstein. Those two
Well,
are great.
fellas, let me finish the list and you'll see. I have House on Haunted Hill, 1959. Fuck the remake.
Oh, I
I
hate it.
have The Crow from 94.
That's a horror movie?
I
Yes,
was going to say, yeah, is that a horror movie?
I believe
It's,
so.
It up! Fire it up!
it's a whatchamacallit. It's a comic. It's a adaptation.
Another superhero movie I like.
Yeah, that's when Alex Proyas wasn't a dickhead.
Oh yeah. Next up, 18, Village of the Damned from 1960. I have Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1956. I have
okay, that version.
The Haunting from 1963.
Fuck that remake. Oh my god.
I have Carrie on here.
The original.
Not the remake.
The original, yes. I have The Descent on here. I have-
Yes.
Oh,
Come on,
stroke in the
fellas.
mushroom, dude.
Come on, fellas. You really think I would forget about that one?
One of the all-time fucking greatest, dude.
Shouldn't.
All right. Next up, I have is The Mummy. The Mummy from 1932.
Yes.
Boris Karloff.
All right. Next up, I have is a film. Next up, I have is the 1931 Frankenstein. Luke.
Yes.
I wouldn't forget some of these. Next up, I have is a film from 1960. I mean, sure, you fellas probably not heard, but it's
Oh, there the asshole, bring up Karloff.
but this particular movie right here, it is actually a it is a 1960 psychological horror film to an extent. And if you wonder where Billy Idol
I'm
got
an
the
ass man.
where Billy Idol got the inspiration from, he got it from this movie, Les Yeux sans visage, Eyes Without a Face.
Okay.
It's an Italian horror film.
All right.
Basically, it's a psychological, but still. Next up is the original Psycho. I
Okay.
have The Omen from 1976.
Oh yeah, the
Love
original Omen's really good.
Love
The
it.
Next up is The Beast from 10,000 Fathoms.
Okay.
Number
Fathoms.
29, I have Poltergeist. And number-
Wait, what's it called again, Gary?
Poltergeist.
It's called fucking Poltergeist! and, number,
And Toby Hober, may you rest in peace.
and number 30, it is going to be The Thing, the John Carpenter's The Thing, one of the greatest horror movies ever, one of the greatest monster movies ever. I fucking love The Thing.
What about
And
number
what about
31?
rest in peace, Toby Hooper?
Oh, number 31.
I just said to you.
Number 31, I announced that number 31 is going to be Halloween, on Halloween.
Gary, I want to tell you.
Uh.
Where is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
You want to know
Considering he passed
something?
away.
Where is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Well, he has Poltergeist on there.
I do. I can replace that with Texas Chainsaw Massacre if you want. I can replace a few.
What about The Crow? The Crow's not a horror movie.
I was about to say replace the Crow with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, fine!
All right.
You bastards.
You bastard.
Well, the Fly is more. I don't think that's a horror film.
I'm not.
It's like a sci-fi thriller, more like it.
1974, I believe that came out. No,
Oh, a lot of people are asking, where is Scream? The first Scream.
It's a horror comedy. Not a,
I
It
am
was the
not
Cabin
a
in the Woods of its time.
Let's just say I'm not a fan of the series.
But you love Cabin in the Woods, though.
But here's the thing, though. Cabin in the Woods was brilliant.
Oh, it's way fucking better than Scream. Are you kidding me?
Cabin in the Woods was brilliant.
Cabin in the Woods is awesome.
I have that on there. Folks, I'm sorry. I am not a fan of Scream.
Oh,
Robinson.
you're talking about the 1950s version of The Fly. Okay.
Fuck those little cocksuckers, I'm gremlins. Oh, fucking no! I am not gonna review no shit movie that involves them little spawns of Satan.
Oh, come on. They're
Oh, come on. I love Mogwais.
Oh, fuck Mogwai.
Oh,
Jesus
you would love little Gizzy Boo.
Wait, Gary, say Mogwais.
His
Oh
name
my
is
God.
Mogwan.
What, Gary? A what?
His name is Mogwan.
It's Mogwai. They're called Mogwais.
Okay, Mogwai. Whatever the fuck they're called. Mogwais. There you go.
What about Lady Gaga?
Fuck her. What?
Oh shit.
Anyways.
Wait, what about the movie Moana?
Anyways, let me continue. All right, next up, let's go over my 3 lists. See, now this one, I don't like the title of this film, or the title of this list. It is sequels better than the original films. I don't like this
Okay.
title.
I know a few.
I do not like this title at all.
I know a few.
All right, but anyways,
Yeah.
here you go. It's not in any particular order. It's from, all of this is from Looper, so let's go ahead. All right, first off, you got is Spider-Man 2.
I agree. Except the first Spider-Man is my personal favorite. Love the first Spider-Man.
I think
First
Spider-Man
Spider-Man's
2 is
good.
one of the most overrated films of all time. I don't like Sam Raimi. Mine is Evil Dead 2.
Okay, what about the original? I'm gonna say, folks, I'm gonna say this right now, please. No more screwing around with me about clowns. Seriously, that's the only.
Guys, well, first of all, it's not even a horror film. It's a campy, goofy, dumb movie where at the end he turns into a fucking spider.
Yeah, but folks, let me announce this
Dude.
note
You know-
about. Well, go on.
I'm sorry, but like you talk about like the spider at the end of it. I will be somewhat baffled what they will do with the sequel for the remake of it. How they will
Well,
handle that.
It's like what Andrew Garfield never. And I'm also a fucking scorpion.
Yeah. But folks, on a serious note, when it comes to clown stuff, I mean, see, you all can fuck with me on a lot of things. You can make memes. of me,
Don't fuck
you
with them
know,
with the clowns, dude.
You
Come
can
on
you can
now.
make memes of me. You can say anything you want. You can joke me about all the other shit I hate. But folks, this
That's
is
what it is. That's
I'm
like
asking. I was just
that's like
it.
yeah.
Nobody fucks with me on clowns, all right? Because
It's like is equivalent as me fucking with Shane O'Mac. I don't have a death wish.
yeah, please don't. Nobody fuck with me on clowns, all right? That's the only time I'm gonna ask. See, I don't. See, people want to talk about films that involve it or whatnot. I don't care.
All right.
People want to review it, talk about it. Like I said, Luke just talked about it. Doesn't bother me. I'm just not gonna see it for my own personal good.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Spider-Man 2. What's the next one?
All
right, next up-
they all float too.
Hey, it's no worries. All right, next up is The Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars.
That
I
is the
agree.
greatest sequel of
Yeah.
all time.
Next up, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I
Mhm.
agree.
Civil
Absolutely.
War's better. Civil War's better.
You have
Fuck up.
you have The Dark Knight.
Yes.
That is my number 2 greatest sequel of all time.
Next up is The Godfather Part 2.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Next up-
I cried at Godfather 2.
I think the first one's better because of Marlon Brando.
Oh no, about
I'll
this.
make him an offer he can refuse.
Next up is
What?
oh, why this fucking title?
Well, what's it say? Oh yeah, you're saying that fucking out loud.
Next up is The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Road Warrior. So.
That's
a
I love
fine-ass
the Road
movie.
Warrior.
Next up,
Fury
Luke,
Road's better.
Luke, you're gonna love this one. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
Next
Very
up, Toy Story 2.
You know
Three's
what?
better.
I think 3 is better. 3 to me is my favorite one, but 2 is one of those rare sequels where it was straight to DVD. It was built to be straight to DVD, and then they realized how good the thing was, and now it's one of the highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Next up
Even though
is
2 and 3 are the same movies, they're still amazing movies.
Fucking
Oh. Next up is Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan.
Absolutely.
Next
Not
up
into
is
darkness.
Yep, I love it too. Oh, Gary.
oh my god.
Type in it. What's the name of it?
It's not what I'm saying. It's what the fuck it is.
Wait, do you think
Jesus
that's
fucking
better than
Christ.
the first? Get out of here!
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Gremlins 2, the new batch.
I appreciate for him saying it for me. Them little cocksuckers.
I love the Hulk Hogan cameo in Gremlins 2.
Moving on. Next up is Adam's Family Values.
I disagree.
X-Men 2's next.
X-Men United, yes.
All right, this one I disagree to an extent because the original cannot beat the original. Back to the Future Part 2.
Are you fucking kidding me?
not
The
better.
original way better.
Of course. Next up is Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
That is my number 3 greatest sequel of all time.
Next up is Annabelle Creation.
I haven't seen that yet.
I didn't see it yet.
Next up is a horror film that's fucking bad. See No Evil 2. Next up,
That's
my
another
God.
Kane?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're horrible.
next up is Evil Dead 2.
I agree 100%. That is the movie that the first Evil Dead should have been.
Next up is Blade 2. Never seen it.
Hell yes! Love Blade 2.
Next up is
Fucking love it.
Magic Mike XXL.
No.
Ah.
Hey,
Better than the
No,
original.
the Steven Soderbergh film was so good. The sequel was just like, why?
And last up is Bride of Frankenstein from 1935.
That's a
That's
good
the last one. What about Aliens?
Thank
not
you.
on
Where's
this list.
Aliens? Oh,
There's a couple things
shit.
missing.
Dude,
next
James Cameron's Aliens. Where the fuck is
Oh.
that one? That's
All
right, Brett. Aliens!
Yeah, Aliens is a great film. I said it's a great film. I
It's
give
a
it a 10
good
out of
film,
10.
but not better than Alien.
Oh, you motherfuckers! You want to fight? You want to throw down, motherfuckers? What the first?
Alien-
What
That
the
sounds
first Alien was to Dead Space is what Aliens was to Dead Space 2. It's
You know,
faster
from
paced.
what-
It's
from what-
very quick.
And what Alien 3 was to Dead Space 3.
From
Hey,
what
Dead
you
Space 3 was good.
from what you said about you want to fight, that sounds like something I would say.
I know it came from you, asshole.
I know. But anyways, let's get. I'm not gonna go over the third list because I want to keep track of time. Get to the main event. Last up is the 25 best action films according to Looper.
Oh
All right,
boy.
you got Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scared the
Terminator-
hell out of me as a kid, but I love the movie.
Oh, I know why too.
Oh my God! Wait, hold the motherfucking phone. There's 2 films that were missing. Where's
Uh-oh.
Shrek? Where's Kung Fu Panda 2? Where's Shrek 2? And where the fuck is Hunter Twin Dragon 2?
Hey, Jerome, if you keep this up, speaking of Shrek, if you keep this up, this whole stream will never be ogre.
Oh, be
Oh.
quiet.
I love pulling Shrek memes. I love Shrek memes so much.
Where is Hunter Twin? Oh my God! How I should? You know what? I deserve to sit in the corner because I'm sitting in the corner. Hold on. I cannot believe I forgot that. I'm shaming myself. I am. It's the greatest
Where's
anime
Gary
sequel of
now?
all time.
All right, I'm back. All right, next up,
Oh, the
Terminator.
Dragon 2. What the fuck? What the fuck was that shit?
All right, next up, All right, next up, Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, next up, Luke, you wanted to know if this was on there, and you're right. Mad Max Fury Road's on
Best
here.
action film ever.
Yeah.
Ever Terminator 2.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Next up, Aliens.
Struck in the
That's a
mushroom
great
tip.
That's a great film.
Next up is
Still better.
the Bourne Identity.
I am
Wait,
Not better than the Bourne Ultimatum.
Wait. The Bourne Identity, that's the first one.
Bourne Ultimatum. No, they're talking about action movies, I think.
Oh, I'm so fucking stupid.
I haven't seen any of the Bourne films, so I can't comment.
I would have said the Bourne Ultimatum instead, easily.
Next up is Face Off.
Yes.
Oh, the John Woo movie.
That's my
His name
number
is
one.
John Woo.
I
Next
could
up-
eat a peach for hours.
Next up, Brett, you're gonna like this one. Next up is Die Hard.
Goddamn
That's
I love
motherfucking
Die
right.
Hard.
favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Next up is The Fugitive.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great
also a
one.
good one.
Harrison
Thriller.
Ford.
That's like a thriller action film. That's like a thriller.
Tommy Lee Jones. I don't care.
Which was improv.
Next up is Predator.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I was in that movie. I was wielding that fucking minigun.
You were Jesse the Body Ventura.
I was. And that movie's got one of the most badass lines ever. He's like, "You're bleeding, man." He's just like, I ain't got time
to bleed.
That's fucking awesome.
Next up is The Raid.
Oh, the Raid 2.
I
would
have
put the Raid,
I have the Raid and the Raid 2.
the Raid
Next
2
up is-
easily.
Final battle, Rama versus the Assassin, enough said.
Greatest
Next
fucking
up
fight ever.
is next up Crouching Tiger Inch.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Thank you.
Crouching pussy, hidden vagina.
Next up is The Dark Knight.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Next up is The French Connection.
That's
Oh.
a great one.
Oh yeah.
William Freakin shot guerrilla style. Love
Next
it.
up is
RoboCop.
What, Gary?
His name is RoboCop.
I'm adding that to the fucking list. That's Paul Verhoeven's film. It's an action satire.
Yeah.
Great satire. Awesome movie, dude.
I don't
I
fucking-
buy
that for $1. Yeah.
Next up is The Wild Bunch.
Oh, with
Next-
Marlon Brando. Wait, no, that's not. Oh.
Next up is The Matrix.
I was about to say, where the fuck is the Matrix? That better
First
be on.
favorite action.
Well, there it is.
First action movie I've ever seen that's rated R.
Not a huge
Next
fan of
up.
Matrix.
Next up is Marvel's The Adventure. I mean, you want to know what I'm eating right now? This is what I'm eating right now.
I love spaghetti-o meatballs.
Dude, I haven't had nothing to eat all day.
Well,
so
wait, I heard the remake of RoboCop sucked. Actually, no, that surprised me. It was actually decent for what it was.
There are some people who dislike it.
Well,
Next
because they love the original.
It's not just that. I mean,
Next up is Marvel's The Avengers.
I agree 100%. That's got one of the greatest action scenes in history.
Next up is Speed.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
don't go 55, man.
hmm
And
Next
then
up
he did-
is Bullet. Bullitt.
Oh, Steve
Steve
McQueen. He
McQueen.
did it. He actually drove and did his own stunts in that movie.
Next up is Lethal Weapon.
Love it.
Oh, that was okay. What's the name of the writer of that movie?
Some
What?
Shane Black. Shane Black.
Shane Black. He was 18 years old when he wrote the script for that movie.
Yeah, and dude, I give him credit. Next up is this one is in a way a tie to an extent. 2003, 2004. Wait, no. Oh, excuse me. No, the first Kill Bill.
The second Kill Bill, not
This
as
is just-
much. The first one,
The first one.
yes. Hell, the first one, hell yes.
Oh, speaking of Kill Bill, have you guys seen this great ownage where in 2003 where Quentin Tarantino
Quentin Tarantino was talking to that one critic bitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
That
next up,
fucking- The one who looked like a fat bitch you see on Titanic on the first class.
Toby, don't talk about yourself like that.
Just shut the fuck up.
All right, next up. Okay,
great.
gentlemen, I want to ask you 3 questions. Actually, no, one question. I want to see which one should be better. I want to get one of these 3 movie posters. One of them is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Pretty in Pink, and the other one is one that I want to have. These are 3 posters I want to hang up. This one I want to fucking hang up. That is John Wick.
Bill and Ted.
Okay. in terms of movie,
In
it's
terms of
better, but
movie,
in terms
John
of
Wick.
posters, you got to put Bill and Ted on there.
I haven't
Thing
seen
is-
John Wick.
In terms of posters, Bill and Ted. In terms of movies, John Wick.
Hold up! What was that?
I haven't seen any of the John Wick films.
What the fuck, dude? Say your fucking Hold on! Stop! Just stop everything!
Stop the
Stop the
presses.
show! Stop the presses! We're going fucking live! We're
Waka waka waka.
We are stopping this! We're gonna extend the time a little bit! Brett! What the fuck are you doing with your life?
Okay, I am really curious though
Now
because
shut the fuck up! You're gonna get your ass off this stream right now!
Just let me speak.
No, leave the fucking speak! Get off this stream right now! Get off
Oh,
the
come
fucking Blu-ray
No,
and watch this goddamn movie!
hey, Gary, do me a favor. Shh.
Okay, I'm really curious because from what I've heard, like I've seen some people comparing both films to Die Hard in terms of how they're made and in terms of action films.
What, John Wick? No.
No.
Well,
Dude.
obviously, in terms of believability with action, like Die Hard had believable action. I'm pretty sure John Wick has believable and realistic action set pieces.
No,
as well.
John Wick was like, you know how when he tells his stories, he's like, yeah, sure, he can kill a motherfucker, but he's not like 100% vulnerable. Like, he does get hurt, but
Yeah.
he pulls through. There's the
And
thing.
he's still terrified doing this.
Oh, yeah, like the pencil? Yeah, hey, Joker.
I'm upset right now.
Gary, move
I-
on, you son of a bitch.
No, I am not letting this go, and I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
bugging Brett till
Yeah, we.
Brett, all
John
you gotta
Wick.
do is say you will watch the
What?
first John.
never interesting bullshit.
Oh, Patrick Butler.
My idea for Bill and Ted 3. That better fucking happen next year.
Gary, John Wick rhymes with dick.
Yes, it does. All right, next up is Gladiator 2000.
Love
There's only like 3 action sequences in the movie, though. I don't think that's an action film per se.
Exactly.
Next up
and
It's a historical epic, more like it.
Next up
Yeah, it's
is
epic.
Jurassic Park.
Um.
I'm not
Love-
sure if
love
it's an
Jurassic Park.
action
Yeah.
movie. It's more of a
It's
sci-fi
right.
adventure.
Oh, by the way, Joe. Unlike 12 Years a Slave, Gladiator is a historical epic.
And last is Baby Driver.
Wow,
Baby
that made it on the
Driver.
list.
But yes, those are my topics.
There's
Yeah.
2 films missing from here. Where's Casino Royale and where's Skyfall?
Yeah.
And where's the Raid 2? Where's the Raid 2?
And
But yes, folks,
Total-
that's my
Total
topic.
Recall. Total Recall.
That's more sci-fi, but yeah, I can see that.
So, folks, that's my topic. So, Tubby, within
Oh,
the
they're
half-
forgetting one. They're forgetting one more action movie. Hardcore Henry.
No.
Be quiet, Brett. I went back and rewatched it, and you know what? Man, it is a lot of fucking fun, dude.
It is a fun movie, dude. Now, Tubby, within the half an hour we have with all the questions you got, let's go ahead and get right to the game.
Okay, here we go. It's time to play Survey Says Movie Edition. And with 3 people, this is how this is going to work. It's similar to Family Feud, except after I finish the question, the first person that shout out the answer, they will be able to see what where it is located on the board. And depends on who answers first, second, or third is who I will approach. Who is the it determines who I'm going to approach. So let's say Gary guesses first, and then Luke guesses second. So then I'll go to Gary, and then Luke. And if neither one of those get the number 1 answer, Brett can still get the number 1 answer. That's how we're gonna play with 3 players.
Okay.
Understood?
And if Brett doesn't get it, the cycle continues.
No, if Brett doesn't get it, whoever gets the most popular answer.
Okay.
Alrighty, and these are all movie related. Anything movie related. So here we go.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Round 1, fight.
Yep. And with round 1. Yeah. With 2 people, we played up to 11, but with 3 people, I was guessing either 7 or 9.
Let's do a minimum at least 10.
Okay, 10. Okay, first person.
Because within half an hour.
Okay, so first person to 10 wins. Here we go. Listen on board. Let's let the games begin. Here we go. First question. Top 7 answers on the board. Here we go. Name a movie about robots.
Mm,
No, just shout out the answer.
I do.
Terminator.
iRobot.
RoboCop.
Okay, Terminator is the number 3 answer. RoboCop is the number 2 answer, and ding! Number 1. Luke Nukem gets the point. iRobot was the number 1 answer.
What do you know? I just guessed.
Good boy.
Wait, why the fuck did I put 3? Jesus Christ. There we go. All right. Next question. Wait. Feedback.
This is like family feud.
Erection. Okay, it's gone. Top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a famous Disney movie villain.
Frollo.
Maleficent.
Jafar.
No!
That's so loud.
Shut the fuck up. Luke Nukem nor Brett. The answer was on the board.
How can
Gary,
you put Maleficent on there?
I said Jafar.
I said Frollo.
number 4 answer. Gary gets the point.
Yay.
The number 1 answer was Cruella de Vil.
Oh, that's such bullshit. Frollo was number 1. Fuck this.
I was expecting Maleficent to be higher.
Wasn't even on there. Okay, next one. Top 6 answers on the board. Here we go. Name a well-known action star.
Bruce
Tom
Willis.
Bruce Willis is the number 2 answer. Brett,
No.
Tom Cruise is the number 5 answer. Gary, if you can guess the number 1 answer, you get the point.
If I can guess the number, I'm gonna say Mel Gibson. Fuck it.
Oh my god. What the number 1 answer was.
Not so fucking loud.
Luke Nukem gets the point. He has the higher one. The number 1 answer, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I knew it.
Oh.
I knew that was the number 1 answer.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Okay, 2, 1, 0. There we go.
Let's
All
go.
right. Top 6 answers on the board. Here we go. Name a movie people like to watch at Christmas.
Christmas
It's
Story.
Wonderful Life.
God damn it.
Ding! Number 1 answer. Luke gets the point.
Wait, what did he say?
Christmas
Christmas
Story.
Story.
It's the most watched holiday film of all time.
What was your guess, Brett?
It's a Wonderful Life.
That was the number 2 answer.
Okay,
34 Miracle Street.
Miracle on 34. That wasn't even on there. Okay. Next one. Same. Top 6. Wow, there's a lot of them with 6. Top 6 answers. Here we go. Name a popular Ben Affleck movie.
Argo.
Argo.
Fuck yourself.
I heard Brett say Argo first. And
Okay.
Brett and Gary, what was your guess?
Goodwill Hunting.
The Town.
Okay. Ding. Number 2 answer is Argo. Goodwill Hunting. Ding. Number 3 answer. The Town. Ding. Number 5 answer. Argo. Brett gets the point.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe what number 1 was.
What?
Daredevil.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm
Oh
not
my
shitting
God.
you. Argo got 21.
Who put this list?
I just
Seriously.
Oh God, it's so good.
shut the fuck up. The score
after,
is
after
3,
the
3,
after the
1,
Frollo
and 1.
Screw it. Yeah.
Okay. Another one. Oh, most of these are top 6. Top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a movie from the 1980s.
Pretty
Back to the Future.
fucking pink. Sorry.
Back to the Future.
Luke Nukem already guessed that.
I never said Back to the Future.
What did you say?
I said. Shit.
Okay, Gary, you said Pretty in Pink.
No. What
No,
the fuck?
not on there. Brett says Back to the Future. Ding!
RoboCop.
Number
RoboCop.
2 answer.
I am calling bullshit on that one.
Hey,
What's
don't
number
blame
one?
me,
No,
motherfucker.
I am calling bullshit on that one. Pretty and pink. So
Okay, Luke, what is your guess?
Empire Strikes Back. Oh.
He gets the point, Mr. Greer. Number 1, The Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, John Hughes. I would have gone with Ferris Bueller.
Pretty in Pink should be on there.
E.T. was on there. Ghostbusters was on there.
Oh, look at that! Not the remake.
All right. Top 8 answers on the board. Let's begin. Name a sports movie.
Rocky.
Who's your? No, Rudy.
Jerry Maguire.
Rocky is the number 5 answer, and Luke Nukem was Rudy. Ding! Number 1 answer.
Yeah!
Lucas gets the point.
Yeah. My favorite sports movie ever.
Oh, Rudy easily took the number 1 spot.
I'm mad. Now.
The Longest Yard. Get the fuck out of here.
No, the Burt Reynolds one.
Oh, the original. Oh, that was really good. Okay. Space Jam was number 8.
And Jerome kind of disagrees with that.
Fuck that movie. So garbage. All right. Here we go. Top 5 answers on the board. Name a movie people enjoy watching during Halloween.
Halloween.
Gary gets the point. Number 1.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That wasn't even on there. Wow.
Oh shit.
Number 2 was
number
Nightmare on Elm Street was on there. Scream was on there, and Friday the 13th was on there as well. So here we go. All right, scores 4, 2, and 2. Next one. Oh god, here we go. Top 6 answers on the board. Name a movie you might watch on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Blue
Titanic.
Velvet.
Ding! Number 2 answer for Valentine's Day. And what was your guess? Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
No, not even on there. Titanic. Ding! Number 5. Luke Nukem gets the point.
I would watch
My
Pretty.
favorite movie of all time.
You want to know something?
Number 1. Oh my god. Number 1, and this took it by a long shot. It got like 40 votes. The Notebook.
I knew it.
The
Fuck
only
yeah.
Nicholas Sparks movie that doesn't make me want to slit my wrist.
Score is now 5-2. And Billy Robinson says 50 shits of Grey. Okay. No, you can make jokes, Merrick. Just don't make jokes anything about the C word. I don't mean C-U-N-T.
Nothing about clowns, please.
Unless it's Harley Quinn. All right. Or Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal. Here we go. Or the Joker. Top 7 answers on the board. This is a good one.
Okay.
Name a famous movie monster.
Frankenstein.
Ding! Number 1. Look, number gets the point. Woo! Look, Nukem sweeping this place up like Gary sweeps up my room after I get done blasting a nut. All right.
No, that
I'm
dude.
sweeping it up like Goldberg getting the record.
Hey, I
Okay,
like-
I'll tell you what some of the answers were. Number 2 was Frankenstein monster. Sully Sullivan was on there. King Kong. Freddy.
So I get a point. I said Frankenstein.
No. Double nine. Luke Nukem guessed Godzilla. That was the number 1 answer.
fucking Godzilla.
What's Godzilla spelled backwards? A Liz dog.
That's
Dracula and the Incredible Hulk.
Huh.
Interesting.
Next.
Okay.
Wolfman.
Okay, here we go. Top 5 answers on the board. Tell me something you should never do in a crowded movie theater.
Talk.
Text.
Ding! Number 1! Luke Nukem gets the point!
What,
Son of a bitch! He's kicking
Curious.
ass, taking names, and wiping asses with his foot.
I'm curious. What about texting? What number is that one?
Texting / talking on the phone was the number 4 answer.
Okay.
The other ones were making out, yelling, or fart.
I fart. I break that one all the time.
I mean, you can sometimes kiss in a movie theater. I mean,
I break the.
I remember when I was watching a movie with my buddy, and when I walked out, I was like, dude, how many times did you fucking fart in that theater? Because it rigged. He's like, sorry, man, I have bad gas. I'm like, you stinking rotten bastard.
here's a funny story. There was a couple who were having sex during one of the worst pieces of shit ever made, Batman v Superman.
Oh, that reminds me of that Brad Jones, when Brad Jones was, they're talking about
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Penguins.
Fucking hell, dude.
All right, top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something people do at a movie theater.
Eat popcorn.
Ding! Number one, Mr. Garrison gets the point.
Yay!
The score is 7-3-2. Luke, Gary, and Mr. Shannon.
Bye!
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Watch the movie was the number 2 answer, Cougar. Attaboy. All right, top 6 answers. Name a Disney movie that always makes you cry.
Bambi.
Ding! Number 1.
Wait, I'm confused. Okay, Luke's obviously the highest one. Who's okay? 3 is me. Brett's 2.
Now he's 3 because he got the number 1 answer.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
All
Okay.
the ones on there was The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Old Yeller,
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
and Snow
God
White.
Damn it.
Okay, here we go. Top 5 answers on the board. Name a famous movie about a dog.
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Son of a bitch.
Gary guessed that first, so you still got 2 more. You still got another guess. It was a tie.
Lassie.
Mr. Garrison guessed Old Yeller. Number 3 answer. Lassie sweeps it. Number 1 answer. Lassie, dude, had 49 votes out of 100. It destroyed it. All the ones on here was Beethoven and
Airbud.
Air Bud.
Where's
And-
Cujo?
Cujo wasn't on here. I couldn't believe it. And Cujo was his name. Oh,
Cujo.
I'm doing an
there's
Austin
fucking
impersonation.
Cujo. Oh my god.
Cujo? That's not even scary.
I fucking hate Cujo. They had terrible characters making terrible decisions.
Man, don't get bitten by bats, man. All right. 8-3-3. Woo, boy. All right, next one. Top 5 answers on the board. Name something people are often chased by in movies.
Monsters.
Number 1 answer.
I was gonna say my ex-girlfriend.
Serial killers. That was mine.
Actually, bad guys. That was the number 4 answer.
Mhm.
My ex-girlfriend.
My ex-girlfriend.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's
Yay, I'm
called-
tied with Luke.
Yeah, it's called Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, but I was not attracted to her.
And no,
My tie
fuck.
with Luke.
And fuck Unforgettable. Fuck that piece of garbage. All right.
Unforgettable.
Am I tied with Luke?
That's what you are.
No, 8-3-4. You're
Fucking
the right. Gary's the middle. I'm going by the way you're organized on my window thing down here. Okay, here we go. Top 7 answers on the board. This is gonna be a good question. I know Gary's gonna like this one. Name something or someone you associate with silent movies.
Charlie Chaplin.
Ding! Number 1 answer.
Buster
Come
Keaton.
on!
Buster
You cannot
Keaton.
fuck with me on silent film, man. I love that shit.
Buster Keaton. Yeah, Gary. Buster. His name is fucking Buster.
Marx Brothers. Long
Not Buster. Hold on.
Charlie
Buster Keaton was number 7.
Well, John Barrymore. Always look good wearing a robe.
Charlie
Robe.
Chaplin.
No, he's not on there. The other answers were Black and White, Music, Title Cards, and Mary Pickford. And
Freaking
Rudolph
Marx Brothers.
Valentino.
And that guy. You should
Well, silent movies. Marx Brothers weren't silent movies, weren't they?
Pookie, pookie, pookie.
or the piano guy.
Booga
You don't
Booga.
do that.
Hey, Gary, his name is Papu Papu. All right, here we go. 8-4-4. Next one. Top 7 answers on the board. Name something that spies in movies always carry.
Guns.
I'll accept it. Number 1 answer, a weapon.
Yeah.
Well done.
8-4-5. Here we go. Next one. Top 4 answers on the board. Name a movie that features dragons.
Lord of the Rings.
Aragon.
Too.
Lord of the Rings isn't on here. Aragon is the number 4 answer. And
said-
Garrett,
I said How to Train Your Dragon.
ding, number 1, and it swept it. 8-5-5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lukey boo-boo.
Actually, you know what? That's okay. How to Train Your Dragon deserved to be
How to Train Your
number 1.
Dragon 1 or 2, I will accept. 42 points.
Yeah. I
Another
didn't even like
Uh,
Aragon anyway.
Oh, Aragon's fucking... Dude, that movie rips off Star Wars and Lord of the Rings like no other.
Mhm.
Oh, man, and I thought Omega 4 ripped off shit.
Anyway.
Oh, your ass feels good massaging my mushroom tip. Here we go. Top 6 answers on the board. This is a good one. Here we go. Name a baseball movie.
The
Field
Sandlot.
of Dreams. Field of Dreams. My favorite one. Field of Dreams.
Ding! Number 1, Field of Dreams.
Took mine, The Sandlot.
Which, by the way, I have on Blu-ray.
Be quiet. Field of Dreams was number 1. Salad wasn't even on here. The rest were Bull Durham, A League of Their Own. God damn it, Gary. Bull Durham.
You always give shit. You always get on me for every word I say, so I can do the same thing.
Hey, Gary, playing Bronco Buster on Big Bosoms. Okay. Moneyball was on here, Major League.
Mhm.
So 8, 5, and 6. Woo, what a comeback. And I don't mean something that happens on Gary. All right. Top 4 answers on the board. Here's the question. Shut the fuck up. Name a Julia Roberts movie.
Aaron Brockovich.
Any other guesses?
No.
Wait. Fuck it, Larry Crown.
Gary? Guess.
I don't have a guess.
Ding! Aaron Brockovich was the number 3 answer. How the fuck did you not guess this one? Number 1 was easy. Pretty Woman.
Pretty woman.
I found her in my
forgot about
pants.
Pretty
Pretty
Woman.
Woman.
Aaron
Oh my
Brockovich came
dick
to
out a
mind.
dance. Pretty. What?
Aaron Brockovich came to mind because I'm still mad that she won against Ellen Burstyn.
It's because she has tits. Just like the movie, remember?
Tits. I like tits.
Okay, 857. Oh boy.
I'm not gonna choke like the Falcons. Fuck that.
Oh. Hey, just like Zod, he will find you.
And he will be in a shitty movie.
Hey, what are you talking about? Take Shelter was great.
Ugh.
Okay. La, 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 la. Would you be quiet? Be quiet. All right, here we go. Top. I'm gonna mute you, motherfucker. Okay, top 7 answers on the board. Name a movie based on a TV show or skit.
Mission Impossible.
The Blues Brothers.
Luke.
You said skit, so there you go.
TV show or skit.
Oh my god.
Mission Impossible. No, not even on here.
What the fuck?
Blues Brothers. Ding, number 7. So, if you can guess 1 through 6, the point is yours, Luke.
Okay. Based
You
on
got-
a television show, right?
You got 5 seconds.
Stephen King.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Number 1 was Charlie's Angels. Number 2 is Bewitched.
Are
Number
you
3.
fucking
Fuck
kidding
the
me,
G.
Jerome? Are you fucking kidding? You got McJizz on there, but you don't have the fucking
Number
fugitive.
3, I can't believe none of you guessed this one. This was my guess. It was the number 3 answer. Wayne's World.
Or the-
Deadpool
you have
got
the
that
fugitive
one.
on there, Jerome? You have the fugitive on there.
No, it's not. No, top 7 answers. Number 4, Dukes of Hazzards. Number
Yeah.
5, Brady Bunch. Number 6, Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah,
What?
you don't have the fugitive. You have a fucking
Brady
McJizz movie. on there.
Punch.
Well, dude, this is based on the popular vote. Don't kill the messenger. Don't kick me in the hole like fucking King Leonidas. All right,
Yeah, whoever did that should go fuck
Oh,
themselves.
West too.
all right. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question: name a movie in which the plot revolves around money.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Ocean's 11.
Money Monster.
Money Monster. Wolf of Wall Street is the number 4 answer. Ocean's 11. Ding! Number 1.
Yes.
Fuck Nookum. One
There
more
you
point
go.
and he wins.
Yay.
Here we go. Let me find a good one. Okay, this is a good one. Here we go. Top 6 answers on the board.
Wasn't I supposed to have 6 points? Wasn't I supposed to have 6 points?
What are you talking about?
Well, I got that last one right about the skits and whatnot. Or am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had 5.
No, wait,
Did I
wait.
have 5?
Wait, the points. You know what, Gary? I apologize.
Yeah, I figured there was a little something. wrong.
I am terribly sorry.
Yeah, I figured that was a little something.
Here we
off.
go. The score is 9. Luke, he's got the the final point to win.
The cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger. Mr. Garrison has 6. Brett Gray has 7. Here we go. The top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a movie with a specific type of bird in the title.
To Kill a
Birdman.
Mockingbird.
Ding! Number 1, Luke Nukem is the winner. He's doing the Running Man.
Someone make a chip for that, please.
Oh my God. Okay, Tony the Tiger or Pepsi Man, please do.
Please, I want a chip for that. I need a chip.
No, Patrick Butler, a specific type of bird. I'll tell you what the other answers were. Number 2 was the crow. Number 3 was the pelican brief. Hey, Gary, the pelican brief. Gary. Number 4 was black swan. Oh my God. Number 5 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Oh shit. Yeah, Gary, One Flew Over the motherfucking Cuckoo's Nest. and number 6 was Eagle Eye. Okay, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I want to do this. Here's my other one I was going to go with. You ready? Top 5 answers. Name a famous movie with a number in the title.
21 Jump Street.
9.
21/22 Jump Street is the number 4 answer. 9. No, not even on here.
Oh, bullshit. That
Gary?
is the greatest animated film ever.
Name the famous
Yeah,
movie
no.
with a number in the title.
86753.
I said movie, not song.
Okay. 8535937 and
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of time. 21
Oh.
Jump Street was the number 4 answer. Here were the answers. Number 1, 7.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yeah, you can put in 7, but not 9.
Number 2, because 7,
You know
8,
why?
9.
You know why? Because-
I beat
fuck
you
you,
to
come
I
up
beat you
with
to it. 8 crazy nights. That's not even on here. Ocean's 11 was number 2. 300 was number 3. 21/22 Jump Street is number 4. And number 5, I couldn't believe this. 7 pounds.
yeah, that's how much
Oh.
you need to lose.
The fuck? 7 pounds. That's how much a quarter of one of your ass cheeks weigh.
No,
So
that's how
fuck.
much, no, that's how much I weigh in real life.
Come on now. You're not a. You know what? I want to. Here's a great game. Who has less body fat, him or Austin?
I say Austin. Why? Because at least Luke's out.
No, I say Luke Nukem. I'll tell you why. He used to do track.
Oh, really?
Track, weightlifting, swimming, football.
The motherfucker looks like a skinny Michael Phelps.
I was. You know what I was?
Oh,
I was-
Except he's not eating Subways.
You want to know something?
Except unlike Michael Phelps, I don't drink.
Or
I
do
used to-
drugs.
I used to be a professional Yokozuna.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Gary.
Oh.
Yeah, a motherfucking Yokozuna. And he's holding double Uzis. And he goes to the zoo where he meets a pet tiger named Zeus.
And he's got a pet lemur named Zabu.
And he's got a pet lemur named Zabu with big bosoms.
And he can play the bongos.
He can play the massive bongos. Okay, folks. Shut the fuck up. That concludes this episode. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, my bad.
This segment of Survey Says the Movie Edition. I will do this again in the future. I still got plenty of questions left over, so stay tuned for that. And next week, legit or bullshit. So, Mr. Garrison.
So as always, folks, thank you all for tuning in, watching for your weekly episode of Flicks with the Dicks with your co-hosts, Mr. Garrison, Mr. Brady, and Mr. Fat Fuck that no one cares about, and our
I know.
special guest, Mr. Luke Nukem, for joining on with us. So as always, folks, please subscribe to the Bullshit to Come as always. Subscribe to the network, subscribe to the film channel, and if you want to be part of the network, you know who to contact with, and we'll talk it over and let you know if you want to come in. So as always, folks, please stay tuned and listen to your Classic Hits 104.1 radio, which is local here in Buffalo, and ciao for now. Take it away. great
know
job, man.
You know what's funny? Luke, he had something to go, but he came back not too far from when Survey Says was about to go. It was destiny. He felt it. He felt victorious. I said so for now. Oh, shut the fuck up, asshole.
Yeah, but what a closer indeed. I mean, I've been great. It was great to be a part of this show. It was great to win. I mean, I don't mean to brag. I mean, I'm not a sore winner like, I don't know, some people I would name Floyd Mayweather.
Oh no, the Running Man.
Yeah. But,
Hey,
but
Brad,
yeah.
hey, Brad, take some notes because that's how you do a dance.
But yeah. Yeah, it was
fucking tomorrow.
it was great to be a part of the show, and I can't wait to do more. And in the words of Jerome, fuck what Buckhead.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker, Mister. Oh, I'm gonna be in WWE nonstop. Yeah, he's a fucking part-timer doing movies.
Dude, the worst part, he's feuding now with Roman Reigns.
Oh
yeah, and you hear the crowd? They were saying you both suck.
Yeah,
and I heard he roasted.
Wow,
Which was
that's
also
sad.
the best part.
That's fucking sad.
I was just like, God, that's like rooting for Beelzebub or Satan.
Jinder Mahal!
Oh yeah, Jinder Mahal or Juice Mahal, as Bruce Blitz calls him.
He's a fucking bum. He's a glorified bum.
He's a fucking bum. Mr. Brett Greer.
First of all, notice in the background, Luke fire types are the best.
No, that's not even my poster. That's my roommate's poster.
Oh.
My other posters are the Mad Max one, A Monster Calls, and hopefully War for the Planet of the Apes.
I don't have any posters except for the one you two hanging up.
But yeah, Pokemon's
I got a poster of a young boy.
Get your space.
He does the best Herbert the Pervert impersonation. Do something again. Hold on.
Would you like your pips and poops?
Anyways,
Chris, we're here.
Thanks for another episode of Flicks with the Dicks. I'll see you all next Sunday. More Blu-rays to talk about, some movies. Oh, we forgot to discuss it comes at night. Anyways, and some more topics to go over, and that's all I got. So, Jerome, you conclude.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in, for making this one of the most liked episodes, I think, of all time. And for everybody interacting in the live chat. And, of course, for my partners in crime for this episode, yes, that's Mr. Gilson, Super Mario Fan 303. Oh, by the way, 40 likes.
And I love my dance. I'm glad you like my dance, by the way.
Lost levels. It reached 40 likes. Only time I'll set up a deadline soon. And of course, hey, I'm the winner. That makes you all pussies.
Yeah.
And yours truly, Roman Boy J Money, saying stay tuned for next week. And once again, motherfuck Danilla Vanilla, that's his new nickname. Danilla Vanilla for his boring bullshit. Now, if you excuse me, yes. You're welcome. Thank you. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go on the other computer, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up some sweet, sweet female porn starring Serena Valentina.